Yeah, buddy, man, that was a sweet intro, Joe. Good
Yeah.
job.
Well, I want to
Yeah,
do
super
the
creepy.
Halloween costumes, but nobody has any, so I was like, "Fuck it." So I threw that together instead.
I liked the movie poster promo art. That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Man.
I stayed up late a few nights this week, so I was like, looking at stuff on the internet, and yeah, came up with a couple different ones there. Not bad, not bad.
But yeah, we got a full house tonight, man. Looking around, we got some new faces. Or we got some returning faces, but like always happy to see them. We got, of course, oh look, there he is. Goosey's back. This is his big return to the air. We also got Matt Fulci, and the other two. We'll go ahead and let introduce themselves.
No, the other two.
I thought you were just going to stop with the other two. I was like, oh shit.
I'd be okay with that intro.
That's very L-esque intro.
Yes.
and them.
And the others.
Oh, yeah.
If you care to know, you can
Well, I'm
look it
Elle.
up.
I co-host House of Nerd on the internet. Mel.
I expected that to go longer.
I didn't.
I am. I run the publication HorrorGeekLife.com, and we cover horror, and comics, and sci-fi, and gaming, and everything else. And I'm also an editor for MovieWeb, and yeah, that's me. So
Awesome.
Right, all
So,
right. And we got a kind of a sponsor thing like going on tonight. Joey, you want to go ahead and plug your buddy's thing really fast?
Yeah, I found this girl from Montreal who makes these T-shirts and other designs and prints, and she's into punk rock and horror movies. So she makes these. She combines like classic album covers or posters and mixes it in with a horror movie or shows that she likes. And like I've got this one on tonight. That's the Mars Attacks
and the Misfits.
and the Misfits. Yeah, and then I bought another one too. She designed this one.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Her name is Pew Pew Kid. You can follow her on Instagram. She's on Instagram, or you can go to pewpewkid.com and get her t-shirts there. Pew Pew, it's PEWPEW Kid KID, like pew pew like a gun. So yeah, if you dig those t-shirts, and she has a new one coming. She showed me the concept, and it seemed pretty funny. It's going to be the Blink 182 cover with the female gremlin. So that
the Enema of the State cover?
Yeah, the one with Janine Lamb where she's putting the glove on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's going to do it with the female gremlin there. So yeah, that should be a good one too. I'll definitely be picking that t-shirt up when she gets it on her shop. Yeah, so go check out her stuff. She's got some pretty cool stuff on her website.
Link is in the description.
Yeah, just check in the description. You can click the link there and go support some people making some fun stuff.
So while you said that, I accidentally started calling 911 on my phone. And I started having like a panic attack. I don't know what I did. I just looked down and it was.
Did you hang up?
I did. So
they'll call you back.
I'll have to get it.
You'll be getting a visit soon.
Mel swatted herself. That's awesome. That's a first for this stream.
Did you shake?
I wanted to entertain you guys.
Sometimes when I shake my phone too hard, it does emergency call. It goes to emergency. I don't know if that's an accessibility setting I put on accident. I should turn it off, but I just leave it on in case.
Pat has a new iWatch, and like the SOS button is right near the mute or something. And one night she like hit it and she panicked and shut it, like hung up. And like 30 seconds later, the guy, or less than that, like 10 seconds later, they call back. Yes. She's like, no, I fucking hit the wrong button. I'm sure they get that all the time with these new devices.
But if nobody calls you back, Mel, I would be worried. I would call 911 and be like, hey, why didn't you check on me?
I could be fucking, someone could be chopping me up as we speak.
Dallas, so.
Yeah.
I don't have that Canadian service.
Shit. All right. So, does anybody else have a check-in or a shout-out they'd like to do?
I saw the new Hellraiser movie. It is on Hulu now. After this show, I definitely recommend checking it out. Like, I had a lot of fun with it.
That's my
that's all I'm
plan.
gonna say.
Cool. I'm gonna have to see if it's on the Disney Plus because we don't have Hulu in Canada. So, Prey
I
came out.
watched it by osmosis
So-
today, so it was on next to me. So
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it with my eyes yet.
I loved it. I had a
It's a
great
movie,
time.
right? It isn't a series. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. And then Terrifier 2 just came out last
Mhm.
night at midnight or something, I think, 10:30. So that just came out. Oh, okay. So I just published an interview with the writer and director of that. So I'll plug that really quick. 'Cause
There
that
you
just
go.
Came out, but
Good.
it's a really fun interview, and he talks about his homage to Pee-wee within the movie. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, so that's now out.
Cool.
Love Pee-wee.
Have a Pee-wee off. Why don't you guys all? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
My
I mean, the other
grandparents
one
have
was
a
a
video of
dog.
me doing the tequila dance naked in their jacuzzi as a kid.
As a kid
Oh,
or
yeah?
last week?
That's awesome.
Shit. You gotta send that. I gotta incorporate.
I don't know.
Exactly,
You can
Elle.
send it. Don't send it. That might be considered something else at this.
I probably wouldn't do that. No.
No, you can send it to me, Fulci.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's not invading you.
It'll be tasteful. I
Right.
guarantee it. It'll
Just
Uh,
remake it and then send it.
Yeah,
you'll be a viral star.
Oh no,
That'd be something, all right.
not distributing it.
So how about horror movies?
Yeah. Good call, Goose.
We can talk about those. Let's do it. We all have like 4-hour list here, so
Yeah. So basically what we're doing is playing the horror Halloween movie alphabet. It's we each taking turns picking a movie that matches each letter of the alphabet. And so we're gonna go. It's gonna be like a mock draft. So we take turns, and each person gets to pick first on a different letter each round. And we kick it off with Elle. She got her name picked out first, so she goes first on the letter A.
So I'm gonna go with the Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Nice.
yes, love.
hmm
Great film.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to speak on it or just?
If you want to, I mean,
You can. We did an episode on it.
Oh, I
Actually,
I
think-
like things that make me uncomfortable. And
I
this
was
is a
on
movie
it.
that made me uncomfortable. So
I think Mel's first appearance on our show was we covered that
Yep.
that very movie, right? So,
no.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because that was when we shot, and I was in the hammock outside with the extra spooky background.
That's
Yeah.
right. The
Oh, and
terrifying
the
episode.
Mothman came and got you. Yeah.
I thought about doing that again tonight, but it's a little chilly this time, so I opted for indoors.
So that's a great pick. It has ties to our show, so I dig that pick.
that's
man.
why I picked it. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I like that one.
So next up after L is Mel. So what do you got for A?
I have Amityville Horror Part 4, The Evil Escapes. Because it's amazing. It's made for TV. It stars Patty Duke, and it's about a fucking lamp that gets sold at a fucking garage sale and haunts a whole nother family. And it's great. So I had to go with Part 4.
That's like every sequel, though. After
They
like
always
3,
have, like, an item
it's always
that
like
escapes.
an item from a garage sale that they got.
That
I
one
was-
guy was like, "Oh, I found a clock in New York and brought it home, and now he like time traveled."
The one that always gets me is the haunting in Connecticut Part 2 that is in Florida. Like it has no ties to the. It has no
That's where
ties
people
to the
from
first
Connecticut-
movie.
Well, that's where people from
I know.
Connecticut go when it gets cold.
That's
Right?
true.
They retire there.
That's true.
I noticed that horror movies are like oddly pro-capitalism because anything used is usually no good.
Has something evil in it, it's doomed.
Yeah.
All right. So after Mel, we got Fulci's up next.
I've got to go before anyone else names it with Alien, of course, the Ridley Scott classic.
I had that one on my list. I'll cross it off. There we go.
I figured that would have been talked about already, but I lucked out on the draw.
Why, you only picked one movie for each letter?
No,
Okay,
I
cool.
figured Alien would be like, an easy one.
You lucked out there. All right, next up is Johnny.
I'm gonna go with the oldie. I'm going with Arsenic and Old Lace with Cary Grant, and where he lives with the two crazy old ladies that poison people. It's a really hilarious movie. It takes place on Halloween. If you've never seen it, it's definitely a good place to start watching good classic horror comedy.
What's it called?
Arsenic and Old Lace.
Okay.
I actually that's one of my favorites as well. And my original copy, I let Dakota borrow it when we were in high school, and didn't get it back until 2018. But God, I love Arsenic and Old Lace.
All right. So speaking of which, Goose, you're up, man.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Perfect. My pick is one of my all-time favorites. It is A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Because that is the best in the
That's one of mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, Fulci said Alien, and my list was Alien, Aliens, and A Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Every Alien movie and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Part 3.
Good pick.
Yeah, part 3, because it's got to be Dream Warriors, because it's got just the most punk feel to the entire movie. That and the woman who's got the fucking syringe knives. I love it. Yeah,
I'm beautiful and bad. Yeah, straight up. So good.
All right, so that means I picked
kills in the whole franchise.
Agreed.
That movie has a lot of good kills. But
the marionette one is the best.
Yeah, the marionette.
It's a classic, man. Classic 80s. You gotta love the 80s. 80s was the golden age of horror.
Go ahead, Joe.
Horror. Yeah. All right, so I'm last. I'm going with American Mary.
Oh, nice. Suska Sisters.
Yeah. That's I'm going with that one. That's
I forgot about that movie.
I was surprised. I didn't know anything about it. Popped it on. That's why it's a little gruesome, a little gory. It's really fun. I'm not going to tell anyone because I think you're better off going in cold. You'll enjoy it so much more going in cold. But yeah, I think you can get an idea of what it's about just by if you look at the movie cover. So go online, take a quick look. You'll see. But it's definitely worth watching. It's a fun watch, especially if you don't know anything about it. I think people will be pleasantly surprised. So yeah. So
yeah, it's like a Joe Bob Briggs movie. Like I could totally see him. Like
I passed over that a few times on Tubi because I believe it's on Tubi, and now I'm gonna have to add it to the list because I'm starting to run low.
There you go. It's fun. It's definitely worth watching. So we're done our A's.
We got this. We can get
yeah.
B.
All right, B. Now we're hitting the B's, and we're going with Mel. Mel's first on the board for B.
Okay, I picked one of my favorite B horror films, and it's from Texas, Bloodsuckers from Outer Space.
Nice.
One of the best. I have it on VHS. I have it on Blu-ray. I will have it on every format it ever comes out on. But I highly recommend that one. It actually debuted in Austin when it came out in the either early 80s, I'm thinking early 80s, but Joe Bob actually debuted it at a drive-in film festival in Austin. I
think I've seen a few. I've never seen it, but is that the one where like the bloodsucker sucks so hard it sucks the skin off people and like
no,
almost?
That was a different kind of movie.
Yeah, it's like aliens, like alien zombies, but it was made for like $10 in Texas.
Holy shit!
It is so good. So highly recommend that one.
What up, Serge?
Sergio's in the house.
Hi, Sergio.
We got the House of Nerds in the house now. We got Elle and Sergio here, so that's awesome.
I don't think I know who that is.
Oh, I want them to fight now. I like it when they bicker.
Oh, I only
Favorite.
acknowledge him in professional settings. So I'm just kidding. Hey,
Yeah, this is the
Sergio.
furthest from professional you're gonna get.
You're in luck.
I'm just kidding. He's gonna fire me. I'm just kidding. What's up?
All right, up next we have Fulci. Fulci, what's your B?
I'm going with, luckily I went before Goose because I know without a shadow of a doubt that he would have picked this one with Behind the Mask,
No,
The
I was gonna
Rise of
pick that
Leslie
too.
Vernon.
That was number 1 on my list too.
That's always
Probably
a good
one of the best horror films of, I don't know, is it over 10 years old?
Came out in
Probably right about there.
2007.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was supposed to say 2007. Yeah, like 15 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of my favorite movies, like, ever. It's so
It's good.
fucking good.
It's good, right? I love just the scene where he's explaining his cardio and all that.
Yeah.
Big as Mel.
That's
I
an
love Big as
all-time
Mel.
classic scene, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. Johnny, you're up next. B.
All right, I got Beyond the Black Rainbow by Panos Cosmatos. It's a really cool, trippy movie. Got my favorite soundtrack ever. I love the score to this film. And if you ever wanted to see what it would look like if David Lynch, John Carpenter, and maybe Clive Barker teamed up to do something, like check out Beyond the Black Rainbow. It'll be right up your alley. It's a beautiful film.
Sounds awesome. All right. After Johnny, we got Goose. What you got, Goose?
See, Behind the Mask was my number 2. Number 1 on my list of B movies is one of my favorite slashers. When I started off my slasher rampage with that I did last month, but it is Black Christmas, one of the earlier slashers. Everything about it is. It's
Perfect.
been mimicked. It's been mimicked 1,000 times. But the thing that gets me is there's no explanation for the killer. He's just there. He's alive at the end of the movie, and like it's wonderful. I like it a whole lot.
Another thing that really wins it over for me is that it's directed by Bob Clark, the guy that did Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Is Black Christmas credited as being the first slasher?
It should be.
I think so, because I think the ones that came before it, what are they, proto slashers?
Like Dementia
some
30.
Giallos that came before it.
It was like Dementia 13 and Peeping Tom. There's a couple movies that kind of would qualify before it, but it's hard to tell, man.
All
Elle
right.
just got fired.
Oh, well.
R.I.P. Maybe y'all are hiring.
I'm gonna do the apartment of Geek or something. Don't worry.
The apartment of
Oh, shit.
Sign me up.
That was a good one.
The bungalow of nerds. I just like the word bungalow.
Yeah.
It's like
Not enough
Wendigo.
podcast called Bungalow.
Trailer Park Geeks. Yeah. All right. So I'm next. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna cheat here because I want to make sure I get to pick this one. So I'm gonna go Brain Dead, which is actually Dead Alive.
Nice.
But I'm gonna go with the New Zealand release title to make sure I can get it. So,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had it under B and D. Swear.
I did too. I did too. You can still get it. I'll accept it under the other title as well. But
Okay.
just so that people don't. This is the Peter Jackson movie under its original title. So the American release was Dead Alive, but the original New Zealand release was Brain Dead. So I'm going with the Peter Jackson film, which is there's too many awesome scenes to even get into. So just go watch it. It's just crazy,
you need to be
off
the
the
Kung
wall.
Fu priest for Halloween, Joey.
like
that
kick
would
ass
be
for the
fucking
Lord.
That would be awesome. And because Elle picked first last round, she goes last this round. So what you got, Elle?
Probably a movie that I showed my daughter too early. The Babadook. And I showed it to her because I didn't know what it was about. She was like 4, and I didn't think it was gonna be like that scary, but she's a really good kid now. So I feel like
That's it. That cleared my B's. Every movie I had on my B's got cleared off. All 4.
I had Blair Witch. I did have Blair Witch.
I had Bone Tomahawk.
Nice.
Bone Tomahawk was my third.
I love the bone crunch noises that they have.
The whistling just fucking troglodytes.
So good.
I still haven't seen that. That's another one I always come close to watching.
You need to.
Yeah, be prepared to cross your legs.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you.
Already crossed.
All right. So now
mine actually are.
Don't worry. I've got a lady leg crossing movie coming up.
All right. So C. On the C, Fulci kicks it off for the letter C.
I'm going with, in my opinion, the best Christmas horror film, and Christmas Evil.
Nice.
Yeah, so good.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I was like really late on seeing that one. I'm ashamed of that, but I'm glad I did.
It's just an amazing film, period. Like, not even just for horror, but just the character study in it is amazing.
Like Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
That's just the guy loses it, right? And just goes in.
Mm-hmm. That's
and he goes in evil. And he terrorizes that one woman in his house, right? In her house, right?
I mean, he terrorizes a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Yeah. I've seen that one. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I've seen it. Yeah. All right, man. Johnny, you're up next.
All right, I'm going to go with my favorite trauma film. I'm going with Class of Nukem High. It's a classic, really good, just trash film. Like, if you want to just throw something on and laugh your ass off, like, it's right there with Toxie.
Throw on any trauma film.
Yeah. I mean, he stays true to the formula, right? I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Exactly. All right, so after Johnny, we got Goose. What you got, Goose?
Well, everybody knows how much I like to be exploited, so let's take a trip down exploitation lane to one of my favorites, Cannibal Ferox. I know that we can wash our hands of the animal abuse in the movies. It's awful, we know, but it is one of the solid, like, because there's a whole lot of there's Cannibal Holocaust, which is still good. There's Jungle Holocaust. There's a couple of them, but I think that Cannibal Ferox really just nailed it. Similar to one later on my list.
Green Inferno.
Let me write that down. I think I got. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so I'm next. C. All right, I'm conflicted. I either have to go with Critters or Child's Play because I love both those movies, but I'm going with Critters.
Nice.
I loved Critters as a kid. I must have watched those movies over 20 times, the first and second one. And in the second one, it's just awesome when he scans her, the alien scans the centerfold and pulls the fucking staple out of the stomach. Like, I love that
staple in the stomach.
Yeah, I love that scene. That scene just kills me in the second. That's a second one, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Billy Zane and his debut performance.
With that ponytail in part one, yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. The dork from New York.
Well, Leonardo DiCaprio also made his debut in one of the Critters. Yeah, in one of the Critter movies. So, man, Critters launched a lot of careers, man.
That's right.
So you got to give props to Critters. All right, Elle, you're next.
I'll go with Creep. I actually had to watch it. Movie. I had to watch it in 1.5 speed because I don't like to. I do like to be like creeped out and tense, but I also don't like it. And I happened to be home alone that night, and so I was like, I gotta watch this in 1.5 because I can't watch it as slow as it is because it's gonna scare me too bad. And yeah, I was creeped out. So effective use of title. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one and Creep 2. I liked it.
Yeah, Mark Duplass is fucking awesome.
I can't see him in anything else because I'm just like, you're a weirdo.
Right.
You played that role too well.
Yeah, he was it was a weird. It gives you like that, gets under your skin kind of. It's too real. Too real. Yeah. All right, Mel, you're finishing up this the letter C.
I am going with The Changeling because I will forever have a crush on George C. Scott. And and that is just one of the scariest movies I think that has ever been made.
It's also say that again? A crush on George C. Scott?
I mean, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. And you know, that man, let me tell you something.
Are you talking about like classic George C. Scott or before he passed?
Any. So like, here's the thing about him.
Okay,
he had like, I really have to look it up because I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, but he had like 18 kids with like 17 women. Like he was like,
so he had something.
A woman's
Mhm.
man, and
That third leg.
all over it. I watch these movies and I'm just all over it.
Well,
So,
if
the
you
lady
watch
in the
this-
Changeling is actually one of his ex-wives, or maybe
If you
she was
watch-
his wife when he died. Actually, yeah.
if you watch this fool, a third leg isn't very good. It's a curse, actually. So, yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
So I am going with the Changeling. The seance scene alone is like one of the scariest scenes in all of horror.
Awesome.
There you go.
So
Yeah, that's probably my favorite like haunting movie ever.
Oh my god. Like it's like
That-
a grown-up, elevated
I mean,
haunted house movie.
Hmm.
you got there's so many good movies on C. You got Conjuring, Candyman. I mean, you could go for days on C. It's crazy.
Oh,
All right.
Corey
was
Stone
my
would
other
have that one.
Yeah. Oh, which I was on.
Our best
Me
episode.
too.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Just got quiet.
All right, we're on D. Johnny, you get to go first on D.
I thought I
I'm
get to
gonna
go first.
No,
You went first
went
on
first.
C, butthole.
you just went first on C.
Oh, did I?
You're going last this time, buddy.
Trying to throw a wrench into
Just
your
for that, you're going last.
dictatorship here.
Hey, just trying to keep the boat from,
I like it.
Driving.
Joe. Keep going.
Boat. Driving-
tipped before we started.
Trying to keep the
We'll be
boat
done
from
by
driving.
9 at this speed.
All right, Johnny, you're on the board.
All right, I'm gonna go with my second favorite horror film ever, Dog Soldiers, by Neil Marshall.
Oh yeah.
Really badass movie, man. Like if you
Yeah,
haven't
Super
seen it-
underrated werewolf film.
I had that one on mine.
So good.
All right, Dog Soldiers. Awesome. All right, after Johnny, we have Goose.
I went a little classic with this one. I have both versions written down, but Dawn of the Dead, the original as well as the 2004 remake that Zack Snyder did.
Snyder Cut.
Yeah, baby. But no, both of them are great as far as zombie films go. I remember watching Dawn of the Dead, like the newer one, as a kid, and that being one of my first like big exposures to zombie films, and it scared the shit out of me. And so that one definitely had to go on the list.
Awesome.
So good.
All right. So after Goose, it's me, and I'm gonna go with Deadly Friend.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cause
What is it? A basketball and
yeah, with the
head.
Deadly
the
Friend?
robot. You with the
Yeah.
robot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is that what that movie's called? I remember seeing that when I was a
Yeah.
kid. I
Yeah.
thought it was Chopping Mall for the longest time because that had robots too. But like I watched it and it didn't have that scene in it. So thanks,
Yeah,
man.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deadly Friend. Because I started watching horror movies when I was like so young. My sister's 6 years older than me, and she worked at this 7-Eleven that had a video section, and she'd come home after a shift every night with a horror movie. So like at the age of 14, 15, my sister was bringing home, and I was watching all these horror movies with her when I was 6 years younger. And this is one of the ones I remembered from when I was a kid. So I had to put it on my list.
I'm always against Joe, JP.
Oh well.
Oh, Elle.
You
All
said
right.
it.
Elle,
Or
you're
admitted
next.
it rather.
Yeah, Elle, you're
Well,
next, man. D, what you got?
I don't want to. You got Brain Dead. I'll give you that for Dead Alive. But I'll go with Drag Me to Hell.
Oh, I like that one.
Mhm.
That's a good
Made
one.
me re-examine my relationship with spit. You know.
Yeah. That's Sam Raimi going back to his horror roots, doing a horror movie, man. It was good. I enjoyed that one. Good pick. All right. After L, we got Mel. What you got?
Okay. I am going with The Dentist.
See,
Because Brian Yuzna is my heart. He has my heart. So yeah, I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with the dentist. I mean,
So you have another another crush on
I mean, like my whole page is just filled with that. So
Does Brian use enough
Yeah.
films?
no, with
No.
people like.
I don't do teeth, so like I don't like. I remember that movie when I was a kid, seeing it, but I have like a thing against dentists and teeth in movies. Like I have to cover my eyes. I can't do it. That and fingernails. I'm out.
So
What about-
I went to like a film festival and I met Brian Yuzna and we were on the red carpet and I was going to talk to him about Reanimator because it was an anniversary and of course, hello, I love Reanimator.
Mhm.
And we ended up just talking about the dentist for like 25 minutes. I don't know what happened. And he's like telling me these like dental stories from his childhood that like went into the movie. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, yeah, it was awful. So I put that in the movie. And I'm just like, oh.
And see, for me, I'd be like automatically number one, worst movie or scariest movie ever because I just can't.
Yeah, I love it because it's
Oh,
like such a great like.
I
revenge
don't
movie.
have Shudder on my main screen on my like apps and stuff because they always show that the teeth guy, and so I go through AMC to watch Shudder because I don't have to see him because I can't do it.
All right, so we're gonna close out. Oh no, we'll skip Fulci. He doesn't need to pick this round. So Fulci, close it out, man. D,
I'm
what you
going
got?
with the Italian horror film Demons by
Yeah.
Mario Bava, and
Ooh.
it also has an amazing sequel. I highly
Demons too,
recommend
yeah.
both of them.
Mhm.
Beautiful soundtrack too.
Yes,
Good music in
Goblin
there.
always kicks ass.
Yep.
Awesome. So next up we have E. E. Goose, you're up. You're first on the letter E. What you got? You're on mute, man.
You're muted like your goose. You're goosing it, man.
You're goosing it. That's a good one. I'll remember that.
You know what I mean, Vern? I went with Ernest
Yes!
Scared Stupid
Yes!
as my pick for E.
got some
I
Nyack,
almost
man.
put that. I almost put that in my list.
It's one of, like, when I think about Halloween movies and I think about like horror movies that start with E, like my mind went to two places, and that was Evil Dead and Ernest Scared Stupid, and so I figured I'd throw that one into the ring.
Nice. That's a good pick, man. I almost put that on with my 4. That's solid.
I think that might be the most rented VHS of my childhood was Ernest Scared Stupid. I'm
And
pretty
Ernest
sure
Goes to
my
Camp.
family had to have paid late fees so many times on that movie. I probably had enough to buy
Should
the
have bought
copy
it.
5 times over. Yeah.
All right, so I'm up next on E. I'm conflicted because there's 3 I'd put, but I'll go with Event Horizon.
You son of
God
a bitch.
damn
That
it,
was-
Joe.
that was my number one.
Should have had your backups.
Ooh, ooh. All right, so after me, it goes to L. What you got, L?
I'll go with Exorcist.
Oh,
The
that was
original.
one of the ones. Yeah.
But speaking on Event Horizon, I heard that Ron V was interested in adapting that for
I'd be
comics.
so super down with that.
Mhm. But yeah, I picked Exorcist. I mean, classic.
Yeah. Hey, you can't go wrong, man. That's
I know my kids have seen it and try to play demons, but
and that's one of the few movies where they put out the new edition where they added scenes in, where the actual added scenes are actually very good. Like where she comes down in the spider crawl down the steps.
Oh, I hate crawling
Like,
too. Add it to my list.
So good. So good. All right. Mel, what you got?
I actually have Exorcist 3 because
Yes.
of George C. Scott.
Mhm.
Of course.
And it's also freaking terrifying. Like I actually think part 3 is scarier than part 1.
Yeah, the Heretic is the best one. Yeah.
And to make your choice even scarier, it was Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite horror movie.
Yes,
This is-
because
this
I
is-
mean,
This was supposed to be an alphabet horror movie, not Mel's spanktastic list of movies.
Mel's Spanktastic Voyage.
List of men that 2 times.
I'm pretty sure Dahmer was watching that with the victim that got away.
Oh.
He said, "I'm gonna watch it too before bed."
Now I'm like afraid to say the next one because.
All right, Fulcher, you're next, man. What do you got?
I'm going with Evil Dead 2.
Yes, good choice. Yeah,
I don't really need to say much on that.
No, I had the first one, so there we go. All right, Johnny, you close it out. What you got?
I got The Endless. It's a newer film by Moorhead and what's his name?
That's
Is it Jensen?
Is it the Brothers Revisit the Cult they were a part of?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That movie was great.
Benson, yeah.
Yeah, Benson and Moorhead.
They have a new movie, by the way, Something in the Dirt.
Oh, really? They got a new one after Synchronic. Cool.
Yeah, it's in film festivals right now. So it's playing. I think it's premiering like in 2 weeks at Nightmares Film Festival. So.
Where's Terrifier 2 playing at, by the way, Mel? Like, just
theaters,
so
just random theaters.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about Oklahoma. I don't know if they're making it that far, but yeah, it's in theaters right now. And then I'm assuming it'll hit Shudder or something.
Okay.
All right. I kick off F. I'm first on F, and I'm going to go with, I think this guy should get back into horror because his horror movies were pretty good. I'm going to go with Frighteners.
Oh, yeah. So good.
I mean, Peter Jackson makes some decent horror-style movies. He should get back to that. Like, What's the Bone one that he did was pretty solid, too. Where it's the girl.
Fables?
No, it's the Bones
Collector?
Is that it? Where the girl's
I don't
kidnapped
know.
by Tucci? With Tucci, he kidnaps the girl.
Lovely Bones.
The
Lovely Bones.
I was gonna say, I think I just made that up. I don't think that's a
Lovely
I think
Bones.
No,
that's
The Bone Collector is
that a movie?
based on a book.
Yeah, The Bone Collector it had Denzel Washington, right? He's like stuck in the hospital and can only move his finger.
Yeah.
With isn't that with what's her name? Not Watts. Anyway, I used to have
Angelina Jolie.
No,
Was
I'm
it?
making
No,
shit up in my head.
Julianne Moore, right? Red Bush. She was in it, right?
Uh-oh. You said that loud.
Wow. Yeah, fucking excited.
Red Bush.
All right, we'll move on. All right,
I think we knew who
before we lose Johnny. All right, Al. What you got, Al?
For F, we're F, right? I put
Yeah,
Frailty.
Which one?
Frailty. Is that
Frailty?
considered?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
That's
Bill
one of my
Paxton.
favorite movies. Probably the
Paxton,
movie
yeah.
I've seen the most times. Yeah, Bill Paxton, R.I.P. I accidentally
Word.
put one time "Rest in Peace, Bill," and I was talking about how Bill deserved to die, but I was talking about a character Bill Paxton played, and I forgot he was dead, and that didn't play well. That didn't play well.
I just do not.
I was like, Bill deserved it. And I got DMs and they were like, what did Bill Paxton do to you? And I was like, no.
All right, Mel, you're next. What you got on your spank list?
Well, this next one, I have 2 different VHS. I have the DVD, a T-shirt, a few other things. I had to put it on my list, but it also has a very handsome, young, topless Sam Elliott, and that is Frogs.
Frogs?
Yep. And it's one of my favorite movies. So I love
Yes.
eco horror. I am like on to like beer 3 in a second. In a minute. I've had a long work week. I've worked so much this week. I need this.
But Sam Elliott, though, I'll give you Sam Elliott, even now.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
well, and so this is like one of his first, either like his first or second.
If I could look like that man when I get older, I'll be happy.
Take care, JP.
Yeah, have a good one, Juan.
Mustache and
Bye.
holler.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm letting it grow. And look, I'll just shave the rest of my beard and just keep the stash. All right, man. Fulci, you're up next.
I'm going with Funny Games.
Which one?
Cool.
Original.
The original or the remake. I'm good with both of them.
Right? Original.
Watts was in the remake, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Naomi Watts. She was in the remake. Cool. All right, Johnny, what you got?
I got Dario Argento's Four Flies on Grey Velvet. Probably his funniest movie he ever made. I mean, it's really hard to think of Dario doing a comedy, but this one like really has some really funny scenes to it. If you've never seen it, I very highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite giallos.
All right.
Good
And
call.
Goose. What are you closing this letter out with? F. You're on mute, man.
You're goosing it again.
Goosed it.
Houston is goosing it.
So I've got some really good ones, but I think I'll go with probably one of my favorites, and that's Friday the 13th, number 8. Jason Takes Manhattan, which is
the worst one.
Yeah.
no. No, look, I'm sorry. It has actually probably my favorite death in any slasher movie, and that's when he's on the roof with the boxer, and boxer just like lays into him and he goes, "Give me your best shot, motherfucker!" And Jason just straight uppercuts his head off, like just one
into
punch.
a dumpster.
Yeah, like straight rock'em sock'em roboted that dude into next week. It was crazy. So yeah, the best one.
That's something we should do, is our favorite slasher movie kills, like as a list. Like I got a few that I really like when Alice Cooper stabs the guy with the bike in Prince of Darkness. That's
All right. So next up is G. What do you got, Elle? You're first up.
Oh, well, I hate to be that person, but I guess I'll go with Get Out.
Why do you say it like that?
Right?
Well, kind of on brand. But yeah, I'll go with Get Out.
I had it on my list.
I did too.
Oh my god.
I did have like 5 other G movies though, just in case. So I'm just glad I got to go first.
All right, Mel, you're up next. What you got?
Okay, so this one has nothing to do with anyone hot. I just really like this movie. And it's a more recent one. So it's from 2017, but it's Ghost Stories with Martin Freeman in it. And it's actually it's on Hulu, and it's an anthology. And it's like this man is dying and he has to go through like all of these like different journeys, but it's actually pretty scary. And then at the end, it has a really nice little tie-in of all the stories coming together. But if you like anthologies, this is definitely one that you do not want to miss. So
quick question.
My list.
Quick question. So you're saying you wouldn't fuck Bilbo?
I was about to say you're not into hobbits. That's where you draw the line.
I mean ask me like in like beer 5, I guess.
Beer 5.
I don't know. But
we're getting there.
Not on my list.
We'll ask you again in 2 more beers. All right. All right, Fulci, what you got?
I am gonna go with Gremlins.
Oh, you bitch.
Joe is crossing.
That's a Christmas movie, man.
Yeah, it's Christmas and Halloween, just like Nightmare Before Christmas.
No,
man.
that's a lie, Joe. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie in my house. Yeah. I heard my husband watching it with the kids a couple days ago.
You got on him?
Yeah, I walked out there and I said, "What are you guys doing? Not in this house."
I don't watch it till Christmas either.
It's a Christmas movie. It's an after Halloween, November 1st movie.
I'll admit I watch it more often at Christmas time than I do Halloween, but I accept it for either holiday. All right, Johnny, what you got? You're up next.
I got Takashi Miike's Gozu. It's a really kind of funny, crazy gangster movie. If you are a Miike fan, you will really like this one. If not, it'll probably freak you out and gross you out. But either way, I say check it out if you get a chance. Like, you'll never see another film like it.
That's for sure.
Nice, good pick. All right, Goose, what you got?
Well, I'm going to stay on the exploitation, and somebody called it out earlier, but definitely Green Inferno. Eli Roth's homage to some of my favorite types of movies, and he did a splendid job with it.
Oh no, they got the munchies! One of the greatest cannibal scenes ever, man. Like, I love that scene. That made the whole film for me.
I see a disturbing pattern develop here.
Yeah, Goose is going to eat somebody, or he's going to get canceled like Armie Hammer.
No, because if I involve somebody in my cannibal fantasies, it'll be consensual. That's what separates me from Armie Hammer.
All right, Armin Menis, or whatever that German guy's name was. Like,
because I know who you're talking about.
All right, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna close it out with The Guardian.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that
was definitely affected me as a kid. I like those semi-erotic horror movies when I was a kid. What can I say?
Yeah, we know, Joey. We know.
He's like 6 watching it.
Watching it is not the word.
He said I watched my first semi-erotic horror movie today.
Alrighty, H. What we got going? Mel, you're first on H.
Okay, so this one is also a newer one. Just came out, I think, in 2020, maybe on Netflix. But it's called His House. And oh my God, it was freaking scary, but it was also just so good for so many reasons. But it's like a couple from Sudan. It comes from like a war-torn area, and they moved to an English town, and they're very discriminated against, but something is going on inside of their house. And they can't really explain it. And if they cause like too much of a ruckus, they're going to get kicked out and go back to Sudan. But there's also like a big twist that comes with it. But
yeah, I've been wanting to watch that. What's it called?
My gosh, His House.
His House. Okay. Yeah, that looked good from the previews. Yeah, nice. Wow. Cool. All right. After Mel, we got Fulci. What you got?
I'm going with a newer film as well, Hunter x Hunter.
Ooh,
and it's probably one of the most disturbing films I've watched recently. It's fucked up.
It is
and I'd explain more about it, but I went into it blind, and I think it's more enjoyable that way.
Who's in that? It's not coming to my head. I don't know why.
Devin Sawa.
Yeah, Devin Sawa's in it, and he's it's probably his best performance.
There's like
aside from Casper.
Yeah, I was about to say, what about Casper?
God damn.
He played a ghost.
You're both fired.
All right. After Fulci, we got Johnny. You want to elaborate on that a little more, Johnny?
What, man? Casper was a good movie. The first one was a good film, man. But for me, there's a lot of films by this name, and I like all of them. But I'm gonna go with the 1977 Japanese House by Nobuhiko Obayashi. It is probably one of the strangest films you'll ever see. It's about this group of girls that go to this witch's house and get killed off one by one. One gets eaten by a piano, and probably one of the goofiest but most amazing scenes I've ever seen in anything ever. If you've never seen Japanese horror before, at least from the 70s, like, check this out. It is just gloriously off the wall. I mean, it is a good time.
The cover for that, for that movie as well, the poster is awesome. I love that.
Oh, with the cat? Yeah, man. Yeah, that was so badass.
That'd be beautiful up on the wall. That's a great poster cover for the movie. All right, after Johnny, we have Goose. Goose, what you got?
I'm surprised Johnny didn't pick this one. It is his favorite. It's Hollow Man. I don't know if you've heard of it. No.
That can't,
sorry.
That can't be your age, man.
Hey, everybody's only 6 degrees away from Hollow Man. But no, mine's actually I'm gonna go with Hell House LLC. I don't particularly like found footage films, but that one was probably the best I've ever seen.
So scary.
It's good.
Oh my God, those clowns. Oh.
Yeah, it had me shook.
It was good. Like, I'm like you, I'm not a huge fan of found footage, but it was really well done. Definitely recommend it to anyone. It's very good. All right. I'm up next, I believe, and I'm going to go with Hardware.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Simon Bisley designed that robot.
It's always cool. I think that was one of the first sci-fi horror movies I ever watched. That Alien, and then I saw this one, and I was like, it just the setting, the mood, everything's it's a visually beautiful movie. I love the visuals in that movie. It's great. All right, up next, Elle, what you got?
I don't know if you guys have seen those memes where it's like girls be like, "This is my comfort movie," and it is me. Hereditary is probably one of my Hereditary is a comfort watch for me. I like to watch it. I put it on whenever. I could watch it whenever. I love that movie, and I think for me, it's like audibly, it's scarier than it is like visually, and that's what creeps me out the most is listening to it.
Yeah. I think for that style of movie, I think that's like probably one of the best of its, like, kind of like the way they set the mood.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that movie too. It's a great pick. Man, no one picked Heathers. It would have cleared my board.
I never thought of that as really a horror movie. Like Christian Slater's not all that scary. I mean, I love the movie, but like,
sure it is. It's borderline slasher. No,
I had Happy Death Day.
I love
It's
that
so
movie.
funny. I love the franchise.
It's
Such
fun.
a good
It's a
series of movies.
It's good. It's really good. I like that one. That one's
That's better than Heathers.
But
Heathers is a
not
great
really-
film, but it's not a horror
Yeah.
film in my opinion.
I would qualify it as a horror film. All right. Anyway, next, Fulci, you're up first.
I am going with Intruder.
1987.
Yes.
So good. There was
More
like a newer
more
movie
horror
of that
movies in
same-
grocery stores, please.
Yes.
I just watched it
with
this year.
Raimi.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. Fulci, then Johnny. Johnny, what you got?
I'm going with the French extreme masterpiece Inside. It's probably one of the
Nice.
most brutal, just
Nice.
awful films you could watch, but like it's
Yeah.
just mesmerizing at the same time. Like
I'd
Inside.
ask you where it's streaming, but I'd have to look. I really want to see that. And
I
I've
haven't seen it streaming before. I'm not.
I haven't
sure.
either.
I've never seen it.
Try Tubi.
Yeah, I'll go
Tubi's-
and try to
That would
find
be
it
your
there.
best bet.
Yeah.
So
I think
Yeah,
Tubi
Tubi's
had
always your best bet.
Tubi had High Tension and The Pack on there, which are other French extreme films. So
Yeah.
And Martyrs.
did it have Martyrs on there too? Okay.
Yeah, I watched it not too long ago.
I think I watched The Audition on Tubi.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
really?
where I first saw it. Yeah.
No, because they have it sometimes on Shudder. It's on and off on Shutters.
I told you I can't use the Shutter main page, so I don't know what's on Shutter. I have to type in real specific, like Creep Show. I don't fool with the front page.
Yeah, I'm not sure they have an erotic section, Joey.
They
No,
don't.
They probably do.
semi-erotic.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Just a little erotic.
It's kind of disappointing sometimes. I'm still waiting for The Beast to show up somewhere in streaming so I could watch that one again. All right, Goose, you're up next.
Oh, Johnny went with an extreme Italian, or not Italian. French, sorry. Went with an extreme French film. I'm going with an extreme American film on my trend of exploitation with I Spit on Your Grave. Quite possibly one of the rawest movies, and it is, in my opinion, one of the best revenge movies of all time. And it's a tough watch, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Was that the leg crosser you were talking about?
No, Green
Oh.
Inferno was the leg crosser because they have the FGM.
Mhm. Yeah. All right, so I'm up next, and I'm gonna go with Mike movie. Would you consider Ishi the Killer kind of a borderline horror?
Yeah.
Each of the Killer? Yeah.
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 All right, that's what I'm going with.
Yep.
Ichi the Killer is.
I have no idea what else to call it, so yeah. Like
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How do you categorize it, right? I mean,
You
Erotic.
can say that about a lot of Miike films.
nah.
it's like an action film, but with a lot of gore and nastiness in it. So yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of orgasm.
Yeah. Yeah, I sense a fucking theme in mine as well. So
Yeah, that's your theme.
Let's move on.
We all have like our own themes almost.
Well, no,
All right.
you know what? You're
All right,
right.
Elle, you're next.
Because to stay on brand with Sad Girl Hours, I guess. My eye is It Comes at Night. Just an overall really depressing movie. I don't think there's any light in this movie at all. So
Is that with Eggleston or whatever his name is? It comes at night.
I know it's a A24, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's, I'm not sure who's in it, but yeah, like Elle pretty much described it pretty good. I
with
like it a lot though.
Edgerton. And you know what? He was in The Gift, right?
Yeah.
And-
Okay. Yeah.
And
okay, him. Yeah.
The Gift was on my list too, but
Yeah.
he plays like that fucking weirdo so well, and it just like I can't. Whenever I see him, I'm like, oh, it's about to be a bad time.
Egerton is his name. Egerton, his
Mhm.
last name. All right, Mel, what's up? What you got?
Okay. So I had like 4
Aye.
for these, and none of them have been said. So I'm trying to decide which one I want to go with. But since he was mentioned and he would make my list at some point, it would be Idle Hands.
I had that too. That was my number
I
2.
I almost went with it in the Mouth of Madness, but
I had In the Mouth of Madness on mine. That was on my list as well. Yeah.
And the soundtrack for Idle Hands.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. When I was a teenager, I would just listen to it. Oh, I mean, it's sublime. I would just listen to it over and over and over and over. So I still can.
Offspring covering AFI. They did Total Immortal on there. It's pretty cool.
Surprised no one went with Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I had that, and I had Incantation on my list as well.
Incantation showed that mouth at the beginning, and I didn't go past it.
It was good.
All right, Johnny, you're up next. Jay, what you got?
I got Don Coscarelli's John Dies at the End.
That's what I had.
Probably one of the funniest horror films you could probably watch. It's tied with Phantasm as being my favorite Coscarelli film. I mean, he really shined in his later career with that film.
Awesome. All right, Goose, what you got?
I went with a classic. Since we're on the eating people train, I went with Jaws, because it is not just a fantastic horror film, but it is just a fantastic film in general.
So you do have a theme, and it is very strong.
Yeah, people getting eaten.
Yes.
Did somebody say long pig?
You got that for Elle?
No. I got. There's no eating people in Elle.
All right.
No eating Elle.
Like what?
All right, I'm up next. I'm gonna go with Jennifer's Body.
Ooh.
Nice. Another cannibal film. Like everybody's eating people tonight.
Yeah. All right, Elle, you're up. What you got?
I did a cheat too. I did Ju-on, The Grudge, the Japanese.
Yeah.
The Japanese one, because let me tell you, the original Japanese one is one of my all-time favorite movies. And then when The Grudge is the last movie I saw in theaters, the newer one. Waste of my last time in the theater.
I agree.
Awful. And I can't believe that's the last time I went to theaters. And again with the audio. Listen, The Grudge is so good, but just not anything recent. I even like the American Grudge, the Sarah Michelle Gellar one, but not any of the recent ones.
Cool. All right, Mel, what you got?
I have one of the best movies ever made, which is Jaws 3.
I mean, it's better than Part 4. I mean, I'll give you that.
That's what my pick is 4.
Part 4 is great.
Because it's so bad.
Made
Jaws
in the
3D.
history of horror.
It's got one of the most realistic submarines I've ever seen, man.
Actually, the theatrical release was actually Jaws 3D, I believe, with the shitty glasses. Yeah.
Yep.
I
went and saw it in 3D at Alamo, and it was so fun.
We've mentioned all of the.
Crazy.
We've mentioned all the Jaws movies except for 2, and I'll just say I have a personal connection with 2 only because when I moved into this house, on the bookshelf there was a Reader's Digest copy of the novelization of the movie Jaws 2, and pretty great.
That is awesome.
All right, Fulci, you're closing out the category.
It's Jaws 4, the best of the series.
Guys, somebody go back and say 2. I feel like it needs a sweep.
Jaws 2 is actually my least favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat the shark roaring and at the end of Part 4.
Well, I like that it tracks them from New England all the way to the Caribbean too. It chases them down.
In a matter of hours.
I changed my mind. I Spit on Your Grave is not the best revenge movie. It is Jaws the
Jaws
Revenge.
4. Yes, it is.
All right.
I finally went on one of those yellow banana boat things when my mom took me on a cruise in 2018, and it was fucking awful. It was the worst experience of my whole life because he went so fast and it flew me off, and it was just horrible. But I had to do it because of Jaws 4. Whenever I saw it, I wish I didn't, but I had to.
That film is changing lives left and right.
If you ever get into a fight with a shark in the water, just swim towards the closest electrical cable.
Obviously. Hold it.
Yeah. And grab it.
All right, Goose, you're up next. Hey,
Isn't that how Jaws 3 ended?
That's Jaws 2.
Oh, was it Jaws 2? It is a terrible movie.
Yep.
I'm taking this one before anyone else does, because I know it's probably at the top of Fulci's list. There's a mug to prove it, but I'm going with Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice. That's actually not my pick.
No, I didn't think so. 'Cause I'm sure you would have thought people would have picked it before it got to you.
Yeah.
His is California.
No,
It's got
that's
David
Joey's.
Duchovny in it, man.
I do
Come
have
on.
it on my list.
Yeah.
I actually do have that on my list. If all
I
else
forgot about that
fails,
movie existing.
for
good
it's
reason.
not bad, man. It's not that bad, man. Juliette Lewis. I like anything she's in, man. All right,
terrible.
I'm next. Terrible, but in such a good way. All right, I'm up next.
There's nothing good.
I'm going with Krampus.
Oh man, yes. Yes.
I love that movie. Such a good movie. Love it. And that's another one that does both, right? Halloween or Christmas, man. You can watch it either or. It's very versatile. All right, up
Christmas,
next.
but so good. Yeah.
I usually do it at Christmas as well, but it's nice to throw a little horror into your Christmas, you know? All right, Elle, you're up next.
Oh, well, I guess staying on tune with pretentious horror in quotations. I picked the killing of a sacred deer.
Hardcore.
Whoa.
824.
I think the script was better than the movie, but it's still like unnerving. So
Yeah, that's that creepy kid, ain't it? It's in that.
he stays creepy, huh? Like
He looked
everything
like
he's in.
that other guy a little bit, Egerton, I find.
What's
They
his
have
name?
a similar
Keon?
They have a similar look, yeah. He was in what's that
Eternals?
the green one there. He plays a weirdo in the Green King or the Green anyway.
Knight.
The Green Knight, yeah. He plays a weirdo in that too. Yeah.
I think everybody was wearing the Green Knight though. That's why the movie's so awesome.
Yeah. All right, Mel, you're up next. What you got? Kay.
Okay, I have a 1987 movie that like 10 people have seen, but it's called Killing Spree, and it's by a guy named Tim Ritter, and it is like freaking insanity, and I think that y'all would actually like it if you watched it, but it's like a very low. I think it was SOV, but it's like, again, like a $10 movie. About a guy who kills all of these men that he thinks his wife is sleeping with.
Okay.
I've
heard of
like
this.
it's like
Yeah.
so cheesy. Tim Ritter is such a fun director. He can like make anything like on a shoestring budget. So that's on Amazon. Have to watch that. He's a really good guy also. So I thought I'd give it a shout out.
All right, Fulci, what you got?
I am going with Kill List, which is about a couple of hitmen that start taking out some people, and the people that they're murdering start thanking them, and it kind of goes from there. That's all I'll say. It's definitely the less you know, the better it is. So if you haven't seen it though, it's a fucking masterpiece.
Cool. All right, man. Johnny, close this one out.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Kill List, man, because like Ben Wheatley, like
Yep.
it's probably one of the most claustrophobic films you'll ever see. Like the way the sound design works and shit, like it just gets right on top of you. But let me think really fast. I'm gonna go with California.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put you down. I was just about to say it. I'll put you down for California.
Yeah, I'll go with California, man. David Duchovny.
Yeah, man. Hey, I don't care.
Get down in the pits.
I enjoyed that movie, man.
Pure awful.
Yeah, but like I said, I enjoyed it. So, all right, Elle. We're on to Elle, and well, I'm first on Elle. So what do I got here? Damn. I'm gonna go with Let the Right One In.
Nice. That was definitely on my list.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that tonight. The new series started tonight. Yeah.
Watch the original, the remake.
No, I've seen it. No, there's a new TV show on Showtime.
Oh, they have a TV show on it?
Yeah, the first episode
It's
is
just
up
coming
today.
out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I didn't even know that was in the works. Thanks.
No one knows why they keep remaking that movie. I mean, it's great. It didn't need to be.
No, it was
much.
perfect just the way it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, Elle.
Hollywood really loves that
anyways.
movie.
All right, Elle, you're up next.
I'll go with Legion.
That's the one with the angels, right?
Yep.
Yeah, where they're trapped in the cafe.
Mm-hmm, the baby.
I liked it. I
The
liked
old
that
lady.
No, that's
They
a
were
badass film.
Yeah.
the ice cream.
Yeah.
It was it's just a fun.
It's
I
fun.
mean,
Yeah. Definitely had a few jump scares in there, but mainly it was action gore.
I think there was like a TV show, Dominion, on Sci-Fi.
It was
after.
based on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mel, you're up next.
Okay, so the next one is because of my love of Nick DiMichi, and that is Late Phases, and it's a werewolf movie, which I think we need more of. So
Ooh.
Nick DiMichi and werewolf. Yep.
That's on my list. I want to watch. It's on. I think it's on Amazon. I'll have to go check.
Can
that
you
out.
spell his last name?
DAMICI.
I just gotta check.
These
here,
are all
you know?
like really like much. These are all like
Might be throwing that in L
60-year-old
Spank Bank.
These
Yeah.
are
Can you-
60-year-old men or more.
Can
but-
you
You
use
know
that in
what?
a sentence,
Dig it.
please?
Him now, yes. Him then, no. Yeah. I'll go.
All right.
I'll go with you. Okay.
All right, Fulci, what you got?
I'm going with another classic, Last House on the Left.
Cool.
That movie fucked me up as a
The
kid.
original or the make?
Yes, I didn't really care for the remake all that much.
The remake, is that the one with
Josh
Jennifer.
Brolin.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dumb. The movie that fucked me up was the the little girl down the lane.
Mm.
But that movie, I didn't see that movie until I was older, so I had to. Yeah, that movie fucked me up. The other one. Okay.
All right,
Throw a
Johnny, you're up.
hamster in the fire.
Well, Last House on the Left was pretty disturbing for its time. I mean,
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah.
I
Yeah.
just didn't see it as a kid, so.
yeah.
What
But
you
yeah,
got,
I'm going with a Scottish movie called Let Us Pray, starring Liam Cunningham. A really, really cool, brutal, like supernatural horror film. Really fun.
Nice. All right, Goose, let's close it out. What you got? Elle.
You're goosing it.
No, I caught it. I caught it.
You caught
I'm
it
talking.
before.
I'm talking pre-nose job Jennifer Aniston. I'm taking Leprechaun. Let me shine your
Leprechaun.
fucking shoes. There was a lot of them, and Leprechaun in space is up there just because of cheesiness. But the original Leprechaun did have pre-nose job Jennifer Aniston. She's great. So that's mine.
Back to
Leprechaun
the
in the
hood,
Hood.
man.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually had In the Hood in my on
Yeah,
my list.
that was on my list too.
Yeah. Yep.
No Lost Boys. Oh well, that was between Lost Boys and Let the Right
I
One
didn't
In.
even think about Lost Boys.
Yeah, I like that.
They were too young, Mel. Come on.
I had
Based on your
last
list.
gift.
It's like you're not eligible for like the senior
You're not
discount.
eligible.
Well,
buffet. Like
the
I
grand-
don't
Go
want
to early dinner.
There was a grandpa in there.
There's a grandpa. And he was a badass too, man. He was the biggest badass in that whole movie. The grandpa. Yeah.
And the lead vampire was kind of an old guy, but he was nerdy, I guess. Kind of had the
Kind
Ronald
of.
Reagan thing going.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you like Ronald Reagan, I mean, I guess.
I was like, oh, how to Robert.
And another
I'm not gonna get into
movie
Reagan.
I really enjoyed when I was a kid was Little Shop of Horrors, the Rick
Mhm.
Moranis one.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a
Steve
fun.
Martin.
I still love that soundtrack.
Yeah, Steve Martin. Yeah, the crazy dentist. Yeah, that was a fun one. All right, M. We have Elle going first on M.
I mean, let's drive it home. Midsummer.
On
Midsummer,
that Astor train.
let's drive it home. One of my all-time favorite movies. Again, another comfort watch for me. It's weird, I know, but it works. It's what works for me. So
I wasn't a huge fan of that one.
no,
I love
know what?
Hereditary,
yeah.
but that one I just didn't. Dig
I know
it.
a lot of people who didn't care for it. For me, it worked, and visually too.
Mhm.
Like when they start tripping, and if you like watch it on the right screen, it's like such a trippy movie.
Yeah.
and,
that part was kind of cool, but
and
the
I
rest-
love that style
liked
of storytelling where they show you what's gonna happen, and then it all happens, and you're like, oh, you told us that already.
All right, Mel, what you got? What old man movie do you got now?
I actually do have another one. This one's my comfort movie, and I have a poster of it on my wall. But this one is Microwave Massacre.
I
And
know you've talked
it
about
is
this one before.
actually Jackie Vernon who voiced the original Frosty the Snowman.
Mhm.
This was his last movie before he died.
Is it still
But,
on Tubi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys can go see that on Tubi.
I thought you were
I
gonna say
love
Misery
that
because
movie.
James can.
Nope, Jackie Vernon.
Even
Jackie
older.
fucking Vernon.
Mhm.
All right,
Not
Fulci.
old enough to ride this ride.
It's true.
All right, Fulci, what you got, Fulci?
I'm going with Maniac. Joe Spinell is fucking amazing in it. Tom Savini does the effects. You really can't go wrong. I have to take a shower like every time I watch this movie. It's just dirty and gritty and just fucking nasty. I love it.
Nice. All right, Johnny, what you got?
Okay, I'm going with this guy is Takashi Shimizu. He directed the original Ju-on. He did a little movie called Marabito, probably one of the freakiest vampire movies I've ever seen. It stars Shinya Tsukamoto, the guy who directed Tetsuo the Iron Man, and this movie is just so cool, so creepy. Really, really good J-horror, especially if you like the type of editing that he did with Ju-on. Like this film is a lot like that, but in a different type of horror genre, so it's neat in it.
All right, Goose, what you got?
I've got probably the one of the most extreme movies I've ever seen. It's called Men Behind the Sun.
Oh Jesus! Keeping it exploitation. You're going with Chinese exploitation this time. Damn, that's a hardcore movie. Ah, damn.
Yeah, that one. It's.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh,
It's a documentary style film. It's a docudrama about the 731 concentration camp that the Japanese had on the Russian border.
They freeze a woman's arm and bash it with a hammer until it falls apart.
It's horrible, man. Yeah, it's reenactments of human experimentation.
Right?
Just an international. If it's international, maybe I have an idea what S is.
All right, I'm gonna.
Nobody.
No.
Wait, what?
Oh no, I'm not going with that movie. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're trying to guess his,
Yeah.
guess his S.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna close it out with. I'll go with Mars Attacks.
Oh,
Gak
yeah.
gak 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 gak.
Just
Had to
'cause I'm-
represent your shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I could have gone with The Mist just because I love the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think that's one of my all-time favorite endings.
Mine too.
Yeah, love it. I just
Yeah.
love it. I have to
You
give
guys
an
are
honorable
such-
mention.
You guys love kids, don't you? You just-
I had a
Let's
Mother
not
on
use
my
that as a
list
sound
too.
clip.
You had Mother on your list, so
I
did
had
I.
Mother and Monkey Shines. Yeah.
I had.
I don't
go ahead,
ever
Joe.
hear anyone talk about Monkey Shines.
Actually, man, that's going. I remember seeing that. It was okay.
I love that movie.
It's just
like
like a
one of
kid
my
movie for me. Yeah, 'cause
one of
my
my
dad used to
first
show us all
movies
the
I
time.
remember watching, like
Yeah.
horror wise.
Yeah.
That and Dead
But-
Alive, Brain Dead, and Monkey
Yeah.
Shines. Yeah.
I have two Nick Cage movies. I have Mandy and Mom and Dad.
See, I had Mom and Dad, I had Mother, and then I had Martyrs along with the Men Behind the Sun.
I also had
Yep.
Mimic because there's a lot of M movies and I wasn't sure.
Mimic was all right. All right,
Yeah.
N. Kick it off with Mel. M. N.
N?
Sorry, N. N.
Okay. I had a few for this one, but I'm going to go with Joe Castro's 2004 masterpiece, Near Death. It's like the effects in it. He's a big special effects guy. And he works with a lot of like really low budget directors from like the SOV VHS days. And it is awful. Like it is so bad and it is so great. So I have to, it's like about ghost hunters that go into a mansion and I don't really know what happens, even though I've seen it like 6 times. It's great. Joe Castro is I think this is like the only thing he's ever directed. So I think it's only on VHS too.
Oh, all right, Fulci, what you got?
Man, I've got 2 that I really want to talk about, but I think the other one will definitely get named by someone else. So I'm gonna represent my man Lucio Fulci and go with The New York Ripper.
Ooh, I've heard of this one. Yeah.
An Italian giallo film that's just amazing. Anything Fulci does is amazing. So yeah.
Nice. All right, Johnny, what you got?
Night of the Creeps. In the story, man.
I was gonna go with that, but I knew it was gonna be on everyone's list. Or comment or
Cool.
Yeah, Night of the Como is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Goose, what you got?
I've got a classic, Night of the Living Dead. Because on the topic, I guess, of eating people still, it's a zombie movie. That's the theme going.
Was that the one you were actually going to pick, or did you change it up to keep with the theme?
No, that's the one that was at the top of my list.
How do you feel about the remake, the one that Tom Savini directed?
I don't think it's as effective, but
No,
it's okay.
It's the same way I feel about I finally watched Night of the Living Dead in color, and it had some okay parts, but I think it works better in black and white, and so.
All right, okay. I'm up next. I'm gonna go with Near Dark.
That's the one I was. Yep, I knew somebody would name it.
Yeah, that was
Love that movie. Oh yeah, more Bill Paxton, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah, gotta love it. All right, Elle, let's close it out. What you got?
I put Needful Things.
Nice, Ed Harris.
Yeah. I would have swept the whole category with Stephen King movies, to be honest, but I just I love adaptations, like any of them. Like Mr. Harrigan's Phone, I'm not gonna lie, I was crying during it because I'm that kind of person.
I need to see that. Still need to see it.
It's just like that May-December friendship thing where it's wholesome. And I was like, look at them, friends till the end.
I can't picture you watching anything wholesome.
Well, I mean, it's a horror movie technically, but
I was going to say it's a Stephen King movie. It's not wholesome. He comes back from the dead and like kills the kids' bullies and stuff. So
yeah, kind of, yeah, in spirit.
I mean,
but it's not that they didn't deserve.
All right. Oh, we're kicking it off with Fulci. Give me your O face. What's up? What you got? O.
I'm going with the best sea animal rampage movie besides Jaws 4 and Orca.
It's so sad.
It is. That movie fucks me up.
Yeah. I thought of putting that on my list, but I didn't.
It's because your taste is shit.
The sequel to that movie, Free Willy, was terrible.
All right, Johnny, what you got?
I'm gonna go with an adaptation of my favorite Dean Koontz character. I'm going with Odd Thomas, starring Anton Yelchin.
Oh,
yeah.
Really good.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he was a good kid.
Yeah, almost went with Green Room for G.
Yeah, that's a good one
too.
I like
Green
that.
Room was definitely on my G list.
All right, so now Goose, man, you're up.
This was way out of what I normally do, but Ouija 2, the first Ouija movie was absolutely terrible, but the second one was one of the very few like haunting possession movies that I really enjoyed.
Goose, I have told people that like 1,000 times, that the first one is shit, and then they followed up with such a good movie.
Which one was the one that Flanagan did?
That one.
Two?
He did Oculus.
Okay.
Did he do Ouija too?
Yeah, he did one of the. Yeah. So
I think
he did the
that
second
one.
one.
Oh, who has the Kim Possible?
Me. It's me.
All right.
Look at
that. I'm gonna go with Overlord.
Nice.
No, that's what I picked. Shit, I have to find another one.
Well, there's still a
Oh.
classic that hasn't been said yet, so let's see if it'll make it to you. All right, Elle, what you
wait,
got?
I have
Oh,
one.
it's definitely gonna make it to her because, like I said, you guys have a much more thorough. I'm gonna go with Orphan.
Oh, I
that-
thought you were about to say mine. I was like, shit.
Oh,
not
hold
bad.
on. It's what was yours? No, Orphan. Yeah, I thought it was a cool twist on the evil kid genre. You know, when it
Yeah,
first came out.
I enjoyed it.
I
Yeah.
don't care for the second one that just came out past.
I haven't seen it.
Another
Another one, like one of those.
Trailers killed me.
The
another
twist
one I-
is whatever.
Another kid one similar kind of style. Well, maybe not that similar. It was with Renee Zellweger, Case 33 or Case.
I know.
I like
39.
that one. Yeah, 39. That's it. I like that one. That one wasn't so bad with the kids and stuff. It was pretty cool. All right.
The good son. Even with
Yeah,
That's
the good
what's
stuff.
up.
I enjoyed that one. That was pretty good.
Problem
All right,
Child
Mel.
2.
One of the scariest movies ever made and heartbreaking, but The Orphanage.
That was my
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
Shit, no one said
Oh
the
my god,
Omen.
it breaks
Huh.
my fucking heart. Like,
Yeah, I
every
had the
time I watch
others
it.
and Omen, and because I tell my youngest all the time, you know, you were named after him, the Antichrist.
I love the others. That's a good
Oh,
one.
that was like my wholesome pick, you know.
That's the Kidman one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Kidman one. Yeah, that movie
That's like
freaked
a
me out when I
wholesome.
saw it.
That's like a kids movie
So,
to be
yeah,
like,
me
oh, watch
too.
it with the whole family.
All right, we're up to P. Johnny, man, you're kicking this one off.
Yeah, and I'm kicking it off with the greatest horror film ever made, Phantasm by Don Coscarelli. End of story, man. Greatest theme song, greatest acting, everything, man. Mike's little brown bell-bottom high waters, like every bit of that movie is just epic, classic.
Agreed.
And I'm
I
pretty
had
sure
such
Mel
fun when I was a
likes
kid.
who, Mike or the tall man?
Not the hands
Or-
over the face.
or-
Are you
or-
guessing?
Or Reg? Was it Reggie?
Mel is red right now.
The kid, yes.
Which one?
The
Yeah,
kid, not
okay.
Angus.
The
I
kid.
did meet him before he died, and it was
Yeah.
like an amazing experience, though.
Was
Yeah,
he nice? Everybody told me he's like the nicest man in the world.
hmm
You know, he had a really long line, and he took time with everyone. And when it was my turn, I sat down, and he like patted my hand, and he was in a wheelchair with like a shawl over him, like very like old grandpa. It was really
Mhm.
sad,
Right up your
and he
alley.
kept patting my hand, and he asked me about my whole life. Like it was great. And then he passed away within the year. So glad I got to meet him.
Hmm.
But definitely Reggie.
Straight up.
Definitely ready.
Don't let his ice cream melt, yo.
Just kidding.
All right, Goose, you're up, man.
I went with what is probably, and I guess it's more of an action movie than it is a horror movie, but I had to go with Predator because it is one of the manliest movies of all time. I absolutely love it.
I accept that. I love that movie as well. So I'm up next. I'm gonna go with Pet Sematary. Not the
Nice.
The remake, right?
No.
I watched that on a plane, and the lady behind me was like looking at me like, "What are you watching in front of my kids?"
Just
As
mm,
much
just-
as I love,
I just
I was
love
using-
that. Yeah. Go ahead, John. Go ahead, Goose.
as much as I love the first Pet Cemetery, when I was a kid, I remember late night watching Pet Cemetery 2 and the scene where he kills the kid with the dirt bike. That haunted me as a kid for the longest time.
Mhm.
Down by the old barn is a pet cemetery.
And what's
Yeah.
funny is like, what are the odds that you would get killed by a dirt bike? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In part 2, when
What
that dude
happened in
eating the
Pumpkinhead
rabbits,
too?
man.
No, Pumpkinhead.
Don't go around that way.
Down by the old barn.
All right, Al, you're up next.
I won't say that this was like a good movie, but it is something that I think about every night before I go to bed. The Poughkeepsie tapes.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
It's the mask and the crawling. I don't like crawling. I'm not into it. I've said that earlier. And so every time I'm trying to relax, I see it, and then I'm like, oh well, I guess I'm up now. Time to play a Candy Crush or something, because I see that a lot in my head. Yeah.
Candy Crush. I didn't know that was still a thing.
It's not. I play Property Brothers.
Okay, so Mel, you're up next.
Okay, I had 2 on my list, but I'm gonna go with Prowler.
Nice.
Because it is some of Savini's best work next to The Burning, which I'm sad that no one mentioned that one, but yeah, such a great movie.
Excellent.
I almost said Burning Moon by Olive Littenbach, which has like one of the most realistic gang fights I've ever seen in my life. Just kidding.
just kidding.
Obviously, you've never seen West Side Story.
Right.
Oh no, you need to see the gang fight in Burning Moon, man. Like, German horror doesn't get better than Olaf Littenbach, but like Burning Moon's pretty bad. It's funny. It's kind of like a German trauma film. You can imagine such a thing.
I could. All right, Fulci, what's up? What you got?
I'm going with Dario Argento film starring Donald Pleasance from Halloween fame and Jennifer Connelly. Phenomena.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
The killer little kid, man. That got him in all kinds of trouble when he made it. And with the heavy metal soundtrack, it's got Iron Maiden and like Motorhead and shit on it. Good stuff.
I mean, there's a monkey with a straight razor. What else do you need?
Do they actually give a monkey a straight razor?
Yeah.
For real? Like a real?
Yeah.
They're like, oh
Yeah.
shit. They like to live dangerously.
That's where they got Nope from.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
the Italians, they live life crazy, man.
To the fullest.
unfortunately, y'all, I gotta hop off. But it was great being with y'all.
Bye, Goosey.
Bye.
Good to see you,
Yeah.
Goosey.
Have fun.
Yeah,
Seeing
I'll be
you.
back soon.
He bails on the worst letter where he had to pick first.
Yeah. It's because he couldn't come up with a Q.
Oh no, bullshit!
You're first.
Okay, yeah, I'll do
you're
that.
first on cue, so you might as well go. We're hopping off.
Yeah. I'll do that. This is an American remake, and it's kind of terrible compared to its Spanish counterpart, but Quarantine.
Mhm.
So that one's mine. In my R section, I've got Wreck
That's
queued
what I've
up.
got, too.
Yeah.
So that Reanimator and what was my other R? Ringu.
Oh, Ringu
I was
was
excited-
on mine, but since you're leaving, I guess I can claim it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the one I was most excited for was Sleepaway Camp, just so I could do my.
Don't stand up for the big reveal, man. We don't need to see it.
All right, man. Have a
Bye,
good night, Goose.
I would be surprised to find out Goose was a guy the whole time. I would.
Wait, run it back one more time. What'd you say?
I said I'd be surprised to find out Goose was a guy the whole time. Like,
All right, so I think this letter is gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I'll go with a really bad movie, Queen of the Damned.
I was gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with an even worse one. A Quiet Place.
yeah, you did go with the worst one.
That's what I was going to choose, too.
Just go with number 2. A Quieter
All
Place.
right.
Is that what it's
Mel,
called?
what do you have?
So this was the first movie I ever reviewed as a reviewer for a website, and it's Queen Crab.
Queen Crab.
Queen Crab. It's a stop motion, wild eye releasing piece of, but it was fun,
Nice.
and it's a cute.
All right, so that leaves Fulci.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
No.
I have one for you.
What about you, Johnny?
Yeah, sure.
For Fulci, I'm gonna give him Q, starring
Q, that's right,
Gregory
yeah.
Hines, and it's about the monster Quetzalcoatl
monster?
taking
Yeah.
New York. Yeah, it's an amazing movie. Got Gregory Hines and David Carradine in it. Really, really solid film. But
Definitely
I'm
associate that one with him.
yeah, that's a total Fulci movie because.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with Quatermass and the Pit. It's a Hammer film about like this scientist guy who finds like these time traveling cockroach dudes living in the walls. It's really cool, really kind of psychedelic Doctor Who type shit. Like British horror film.
Yeah, that was a tough letter. That would probably be one of the tougher letters to do. All right, next up, R, and I start off with the R's. So I'm gonna go with. Ooh. I'll leave that one off. I'll go with Reanimator.
That was first, but I'm like, I have to have some backups because that one is no way that's not going to get. I mean,
well, Elle's up next, so we'll see if it gets you.
Reanimator 2. No, I'm gonna do Resurrection. It came out this year with Rebecca Hall and Tim Roth. I love Tim Roth, so anything he's in, I'm in. And so it was like really weird. It's not for everybody. I'll say that up front, and it's strange. It's strange, but it's really good. Cool. But it's not really good, but it's strange.
Yes, all right, Sergio, now. Yes.
Thank you, Sergio. I do have much better taste than Joey.
I think he was talking about the older men that we were listing off.
I think he's talking about Goose's taste in people. Like he was
talking about George C. Scott.
Yeah, George C. Scott.
All right, Mel.
Sergio. Thank you.
What you got, Mel?
For what are we on? R. Okay, I went with the modern one on this one too because I loved it so much. But Ready or Not.
Oh, I loved Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was so fun.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Yeah. Wasn't what I was expecting it.
Yeah. Not me either.
All right, so Fulci, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going with Rec. Quarantine was garbage, but yeah.
I liked Rec too.
I liked the first three. The fourth one was okay, I guess.
I like part 3 the best.
Right? Jaws 2. It's the Jaws 2 of the Rec
franchise. It is.
What you got? What you got, Johnny?
I'm going with Quentin Dupieux's Rubber. It's about a tire that gets telekinesis powers and falls in love with the French model. It's a really good movie.
You know what's so funny? When I was doing my list, I was like, I bet one of them are going to put Rubber.
Yeah.
All right, S. You go first, Elle.
Let's go super mainstream. The Saw franchise. I think, and even Spiral. And I'll say this: not all of them have been good, but I think I just have such like a nostalgic place for the franchise as a whole that I don't care how bad it is. I'm gonna see it.
Part 2's awesome. Like I always give Part 2 credit. Like
the first one, like I saw in art class because I was adopted and our adoptive parents wouldn't let us watch it, and my art teacher brought it in and she let us watch it because she knew that our parents wouldn't let us see it.
Best teacher ever.
Yeah.
Did that teacher get fired?
No, she also brought in Frida because our parents wouldn't let us see it because of the nudity. So she anything we wanted to see, she would bring in and we would watch. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
She was real cool.
Reminds me of Paul Rudd and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, freaking in Child's Play.
Let him watch Cujo and shit in class. Yeah.
All right, Mel, what you got?
I have another old school eco horror and Slugs. Love that movie. Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of really good old ones like that, like Stanley, and is another really good eco horror.
Slow moving things like your.
What's the boar one? I want to see that. I watched something on it yesterday, and supposedly it's a pretty visually striking movie. Boar. I think it's called Boar, right?
Isn't it an Australian film?
Australian, yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah. All right, Fulci, what you got?
I'm going with Slumber Party Massacre.
2.
All 3 of them are amazing.
No Jaws 2 in that bunch.
Nope. All winners.
All right, Johnny, what you got?
I got The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears. It's a modern giallo by this what are they? Belgian couple. Like they it's really cool, really trippy, really psychedelic film. I really highly recommend it. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. It's got a great name too.
It does.
It's pretty long. Yeah.
I was like, are you describing one of us? Or?
I couldn't fucking fit it into
What's the full title again?
The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears.
Okay.
Sounds like a fucked up movie.
A little romantic though, huh?
It's got some smut in it. Yeah, it's based off
Semi-erotic?
Italian horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elle's already turned it on.
I'm going to put that at the top of my list. Relive my childhood. All right. What are we on here? S. What do I have? I'll go with Stigmata.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
I
about
liked
that
it.
movie.
Yeah. Pat and I both like it, so I'll go with that. It's cool. Cool. All right. T. Mel, you're up first.
Okay, I had two for this one too, but I am going to go with Toxic Avenger because Toxie is Toxie. So, and let me tell you something. One of the most underrated, fucked up moments from any movie from the 80s is when they hit that kid on the bike. And like they're just laughing about it. That messed me up as a kid, and like it still goes through my head every time I like take a walk or anything. So I think that's like such an underrated moment. Why are you laughing at this?
I like how we.
I gotta go home because I got a church in the morning too. Like, yeah.
And then they run him, and then they're like 50 points or whatever, and then they back it up, and oh my god, it's so sad.
I like how Pet Cemetery that wasn't brought up at all, but
What about
Avenger?
What about when they point the gun at the baby? Like the actor that did that had a hella hard time doing it. He like hella regretted doing it. Patrick Kilpatrick, he's like one of the biggest things he regrets. Yeah, he said he hated it when Lloyd Kaufman made him hold the gun on the baby when they're in the Taco Bell.
Drop your tacos.
Yeah, you don't sign up for a Kaufman film if you're not gonna do something like that.
Like Toxic Avenger was like one of the first ones that was like that though. Before that, like he did like kind of weird Woody Allen ripoff movies, like Battle of Love's Return and stuff.
All right, Fulci, what you got?
The best movie ever made, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Not surprised.
Nomland.
All right, so that means Johnny, you're up next.
Yeah, I'm going with Tetsuo the Iron Man by Shinya Tsukamoto. Really cool black and white. Just two metal monster men like fighting with each other, kicking each other's asses across the town. It's amazing.
All right. So that means I'm up. I'm gonna go with Troll Hunter.
Nice.
Oh,
so good.
But you're gonna go with Troll 2.
I love that movie. I don't like the found footage stuff, but that movie, I just caught it on like the movie network just randomly. Knew nothing about it and fucking loved that movie. It was really good. Really good found footage movie.
Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah, same director.
Same director, yeah. Yep. Oh, awesome. All right, Elle, what you got? Close it out.
Train to Busan.
All right.
Tearjerker.
For which I pronounce Train to Busan to be annoying. But I see that they're doing Train to New York, American remake.
Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah. Really? Why?
I'm like very meh about it, but guess what? I'm still going to watch it.
Did you see Peninsula, the sequel to Train to Busan?
No.
Oh, man, it's really good. Like,
honestly, I just watched it recently.
Hates that. That's the first time I've heard somebody said it. Good set.
I'm gonna watch it because I really did enjoy it. I had Thinner on my list too.
Nice.
Thinner. I love to do that shit.
Yeah, I like to. I do that to my kids. I'll touch their cheek and I'll say stuff. Like, go clean your room. Like grounded.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
I had a hard time with that one because I really wanted to put Tucker and Dale versus Evil, but I had to put Troll Hunter.
And then 13 Ghosts, but I figured that was like a number. Or is it a T?
We could do a number at the end if you want.
Don't steal mine. Don't steal mine, y'all.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Tourist Trap also.
Tourist Trap.
So
good. There's a lot of T's, like so many.
Trancers.
Yeah.
Trancers was not on my mind for this one.
Not at all.
Trancers
really? I figured you'd have a big thing for what's his name, Tim Thomerson. He's
Tremors too. I that movie holds a special place in my heart. Tremors. I love that movie.
The first one or part two?
I like the first one. Like when I was a kid, I must have rewatched that with that Critters, like all those types of movies. I I used to just rewatch over and over. Love those movies.
Same.
Yeah. All right, Fulci, you're up first on the U.
I'm going with a movie that I just saw a few days ago for the first time. It's called Uncle Peckerhead.
Oh my god, it was so good! I couldn't believe how fun it was.
Oh my
Johnny,
god!
I think you'd like that one.
Yeah, it's actually
Johnny,
really
I
good.
think
It's
you
about like a punk rock band that is about to go on tour, and their van gets repoed, so they run into this guy called Peckerhead, who has a van and offers to take them on tour. That's as far as I'll go. But it was great.
Just the
It was
title.
so fun.
Just the title is just fantastic.
See, that's why I skipped it. I actually gave the screener like a few years ago. I gave the screener to one of my guys. I was like, here, review this. I don't want to. And then I watched it the other night and I was like, holy shit, this is so good. I'm so mad I gave it away.
All right, Johnny, what you got?
Okay, I'm going with I'm gonna steal some of Elle's thunder. I'm going with the A24 movie. I'm going with Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. She's like the alien that goes around like melting people. Really cool movie.
I
Come in my truck. Come hang out.
I see her on the poster, and it just for some reason, because it's her face on the poster, I'm like, nah, I'm passing on that.
Oh, it's actually one of her best films. She barely even talks in it, really, man. The only problem is like it takes place in Scotland, and I can never understand what the hell the guys are saying in the movie, and there's no subtitles for it.
And you know what? I think some of the imagery is similar to Lucy, because I've had people like confused, like I've seen that, and it's like, no, you saw Lucy, not Under the Skin.
Because she was blonde in both movies, I think, is what confuses people.
And like the black matter, like
Yeah.
Now, Johnny, so that goes to me now. Now, should I let Elle have so she can keep with her theme, or?
Oh no, please! I don't have anything of substance.
Us.
Okay, that was my number one. You're good. I got a backup.
All right, because you're next, so you better have a fucking backup. What you got, Elle?
Oh, Urban Legend.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually thought Elle was going to say Urban Legend, like when I was making my list. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I like really corny 90s teen horror movies. And
the dog in the microwave is so good in that, though, man. Like that.
Well, I only said that because when she said "Get Out," I'm gonna, she made a thing.
Oh no, I was gonna, and so so I had Nope on my list too, but I thought somebody else would, and then I was like, that might be that. No, then they're gonna be like, oh, she's picking all of those movies. So like, let me go with Needful Things, switch it up a little bit.
There you go. All right, Mel, what you got? Close it out.
One of the two. Okay, I'm gonna go with Upgrade, because that was such a fun movie, and I loved the choreography in that. So
that's the one with the guy with the computer chip.
Yeah.
And
the better version of Venom.
Invisible Man.
He can make the list too, huh? Upgraded or downgraded.
Our standards are nothing.
Nothing.
I hope he eventually makes a sequel to that. He's mentioned it a few times on Twitter, so
okay,
we'll see.
Cool.
Was that a Netflix movie or?
No, I think
not Netflix. No,
a normal release. It was on Netflix for a while, but yeah. All right. All right, V. Johnny, you're up.
Yeah, he's gonna steal mine for sure.
What do you got?
You know what I got, because that's what you got.
Then I'm gonna go with The Violent Kind by the Butcher Brothers. Really kind of cool biker movie that then turns into a total Lovecraftian eldritch horror nightmare. Really cool, really trippy horror film. I really recommend The Violent Kind.
All right.
Is that what you had, Matt?
No.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna.
I did that so Matt could have his. Like I know what he's got.
Yeah.
I know Matt's gonna bitch on me about my pick because I'm up next. I'm gonna go with The Visit.
Oh no, that was my number one.
I don't hate the movie. I just hate the little white boy. Fuck that kid.
Oh man,
Oh, I
but that's
love that
most
kid.
movies.
God,
That's
I'd kick him in
I
the
follow
face
him
so
on
many
Instagram
times.
now.
I have a friend who did the music on that. The movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
His rapping.
Oh.
All right, Elle, you're up next.
I'll go with Veronica.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, another movie where I had to watch it in 1.5 because I'm scary. But I want to know what happened, so it can't be too fast. Can't be 2 times. Has to be 1.5. Just talk a little faster. Makes it less scary.
All right, Mel, what you got?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Videodrome.
God damn it.
You on my list.
That was my number one pick too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on mine as well. It was never making it to you, Fulci.
I
I'm
knew
actually
it.
gonna do VHS 2, but then we already talked about it. So
I
didn't
had
wanna redo
VHS
that.
2 on my list too.
I had VHS as well. All right, Fulci, man, you're closing it out.
Yeah, my Spank Bank movie was definitely Videodrome. Debbie Harry. Ooh. Yep.
Yep.
I guess I gotta go with fucking VHS because it's the only one not taken.
You could have went with The Village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on my list.
I actually liked that movie.
No,
but
I liked it too.
It was okay.
Oh,
We're
that
talking
was
about
like
the same
my
one, right?
backup.
The M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah.
That was like my backup.
You guys are
That's-
fired.
No, like, that's why it was my backup. I said I do like this, but I don't want them to know.
Yeah, it was disappointing for me. There's one that everyone's been talking about, Void. I haven't seen it yet. Is that
Oh,
good?
you've never seen The Void?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell
No.
yeah, dude.
should've went with that one.
I didn't think about that one yet.
forgot
That's
all
one of
about
the
it.
that's one of the ones it's on my list to watch this Halloween season.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very John
Yeah.
Carpenter. Yeah, watch that and VFW together. Like, you'll have a good double feature with those two.
I've seen the VFW
Okay, I'm putting.
because you recommended it maybe 2 years ago or something.
I like
That's where
that
they're in
one
the
a lot.
bar with
Yeah.
all
with
the
the
old
veterans.
dudes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
pretty
Mel,
good.
all the
I
old
enjoyed
dudes.
it.
Names, please.
Hey,
Names, please.
okay.
Mel's
Stephen
fantasy.
Lane is a
List
name
'em.
that
We need
I
a
will
list.
throw out there. Stephen Lang is
Stephen Lang.
amazing. He has
All
a movie
right.
called Old Man too.
W was supposed to be Goose, so we'll move on. Who's after? Now this is fucking up my list. Goose. Oh, so it's me. W. I'll go with. I don't know what Fulci's gonna say about this, but I'll go with Witches of Eastwick.
Do I really need to say anything?
I love that movie.
So did I when I was a kid. I watched it tons of times.
I'd watch that and Practical Magic back to back.
Oh no, I was The Craft. I need hardcore witchcraftery.
Yeah, The Craft is about as
That's
far as
not
I'll go with Witchy Poo movies. Or Teen Witch, maybe. The rap off of Teen Witch was awesome. Like,
Sabrina the Teenage Witch movie was good. Don't front. It was good.
There's a movie?
Yeah, the show is based on the movie.
Oh, okay. All right, Elle, you're up. Is that the?
Oh, keeping in tune. Yeah, The Witch is my pick for W.
Okay.
Black Phillip
Yeah.
represent.
Represent. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
I did not. I did not like that movie.
Oh no, I loved it, and I even got all the Animal Crossing / witch stuff from Think Human because I thought it was so cute. And they did like a crossover of The Witch and Animal Crossing, and I said I have to have all of this. And it's Anya Taylor's first movie, I think.
Yeah, I was just like kill them all.
Yeah, no, for sure, but also
It was so slow. I was like, just fucking kill them all now, so I can stop watching and
oh man,
move on to something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch it again. Maybe it was just when I watched it. Maybe I just wasn't. Maybe it was expecting.
Oh
something else.
don't no, please! I'm telling you, it is as slow as you thought it was. Like
Yeah.
it definitely is one of the slowest movies. But I liked like that era of like witchcraft and.
But maybe
slowness
I
of
just
it.
wasn't in the mood for that. Maybe I was like,
you have to be in the
thinking-
mood. I loved
Yeah.
it. But
yeah,
I was in the mood for
Nathaniel
that at the time.
Hawthorne shit.
I think for all of his movies, though, Robert Eggers, you have to be in the mood for like one of his movies to.
I don't know. The Lighthouse is pretty approachable. I mean, I guess it is slow, but like it's got a lot of
what was your favorite part?
In it.
The lighthouse scene where he gets a little splash on the face, little splish splash. the mermaid anatomy.
I enjoyed the Lighthouse more than Witches. So
no, I like them both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Lighthouse on Elle.
Do you?
Yeah, I thought it was a horror movie.
Yeah, I would let you get away with that. Definitely. All right, Mel, what's up? What you got?
One of my most watched movies ever, which is Witch Trap with Tawny Katane. Rest in peace, of course. But yeah, love that movie.
I knew you were going to pick that one.
Witch Trap.
I watch it all the time. It's ridiculous.
Is it like The Parent Trap?
Great.
Or?
It's a Ouija board movie,
okay.
And she connects to the Ouija board, and it's like a demonic force. But it's awful and it's great, and I love it.
It's a full moon movie, right?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so.
All right, so that means it's Fulci, you're up.
I am going with Waxwork.
Nice. The problem with dictators is their yelly voices and their tiny mustaches.
I knew that one was on your list too, Johnny.
All right, Johnny, man.
I'm going to go with the Japanese zombie masterpiece Wild Zero, starring Guitar Wolf. Such a classic.
Starring Guitar Wolf?
Yeah, Guitar Wolf.
You fucking serious? The band? Like the guy was in the band, Guitar Wolf?
Yeah, the whole band Guitar Wolf's in the movie. They star in it.
Holy fuck. What's it called?
Wild Zero?
Wild Zero. I'm going to go watch that, fuck.
It's really good, man. It's got a padinger in it. You'll love it.
Fuck! Guitar Wolf. It's got a padinger. Damn. I'm going to have to go hunt that down. All right, X. So, heading it off with Elle.
Oh, how convenient! Because the only movie I've seen, and I literally just watched it minutes ago. I will go with X.
Bravo!
Thank you.
All right, so that means Mel, you're up next.
I will go with the anthology series XX.
That was my second.
I had that. That was my second one. I'm getting screwed because I gotta go last on this.
I know what you're gonna put. Let me guess. X Tarot. That was on Google.
Yeah. Okay. Fulci, what you got?
I'm going with Extro. There's 3 of them, and I've seen the first 2, and they're actually both really fucking awesome. I haven't seen the third one though, so I can't speak for that.
All right, Johnny.
I'm going with another movie called X, but mine is an anime film from the early 2000s put out by Manga Entertainment. It's kind of like Noragami or like one of those like Magic Fighter shows, but it's like more horror orientated. Pretty good little movie, man. Pretty awesome. Like those old manga OVA movies.
I was hoping not have to do this. it's a fucking stretch. X-Files.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
I said
whatever.
We still believe.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, at least we each got a different one, right?
It's true.
I thought we were gonna fuck it up a lot worse than that. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think the next letter is gonna push the envelope as well.
All right, Mel. Why?
You're next.
That's what I had.
That's what I had too.
Everyone's going with Adam Wingard.
So Fulci, what you got?
I'm just gonna say next because I ain't got nothing.
Okay. All right, Johnny.
I'm going with the Takashi Miike masterpiece Yakuza Apocalypse.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I love that fucking frog.
Yeah, the frog, dude. Like that's what totally made me like think that it totally qualifies. There's a vampire too, so yeah.
All right, so Goose. Then it would be me. I'll have to go with Young Frankenstein.
Oh, this guy.
This guy.
I'm gonna have to finesse it, and I haven't seen this, but I thought it was horror. Yoga hosers.
Oh yeah, the Kevin Smith movie.
It considered a low in Kevin Smith's career. If we're going off of Wikipedia.
Basically, didn't he make it to put his daughter in a movie? That's pretty much
Well,
what it was.
I think it was also supposed to be like in the same like metaverse as like Tusk, and then there was going to be like a third one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because those girls weren't.
It's coming out. It's coming out. I just heard something about he's making the sequel to Tusk or something connected to the universe. Yeah.
I'll watch it for free.
You like it when they make people like tusks? Like what kind of animal is that? A manatee?
Walrus.
Walrus. I'm sorry.
Well, a manatee's kind of like a walrus.
I've been drinking.
Wait, what are you asking?
I'm sure it's in the same family.
Is he attracted
to like
human
women that look like manatees?
No, like human animal hybrids.
Yeah, Joe loves the movie Dr. Moreau, man. He's all about it.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You said if you could live anywhere, it would be the island.
All right, Z. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. All right, Fulci, you're up.
Gonna get taken.
All right, I've got to end on a Fulci film. I'm going with Zombie.
Just plain up, straight up zombie?
Yep.
1970.
Is that the one with the eyeball into the broken wood?
Yeah,
you got
it's
it.
also called Zombie 2 in Italy.
Yeah.
What was the first one called?
My favorite.
Oh, actually, it's considered a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, which is called Zombie in
Italy.
Yeah. So good.
All right, so Johnny, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zombie Brain Eaters.
Zombie. I have a feeling every title for this section is going to be zombie. All right. I'm next. Would you consider Zodiac within the range of horror movies?
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, Ted Cruz is terrifying, so yeah, anything.
David Fincher's Zodiac. All right.
Keeping
Elle,
in
what
that
you got?
theme of psychological horror, I'll go with Zombieland.
All right. I had that on my
good slow burn.
It's a slow burn. The Twinkies, will he get them? Will he not? We don't know.
It had to be clowns. Man, when that clown's looking at him from under the bathroom stall, that's probably one of the most terrifying things in a horror movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would die if that ever happened to me. If like I was at Walmart and there was like a clown looking up at me from, ooh, yeah, no, I'm coming out of there alive.
Yeah, you could have just stopped at Walmart.
All right, Mel, what you got? Close it out.
Okay, well, it was okay, but zombie beavers.
Nice.
It was fun enough, and zombie beavers and cute
zombie
girls,
beavers.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Were there zombies in it?
Yeah, after the people get bitten, they turn into like these like zombie beaver.
These zombies are these beavers. Like these girls are staying like at a vacation.
Wait, say it again.
House.
Zombievers or zombievers?
Yes.
Zombievers.
Like
Zombievers.
too.
ZOM with
Hold on,
beavers.
I'm about to Google what these guys look like.
I like the poster.
So like, I mean, I like the practical effects with the zombie beavers. But yeah.
God.
So.
I like the poster. The poster's all right.
Look at this little guy on the table.
Yeah, the beaver's like going for like her
beaver.
It's
beaver versus beaver.
No, wait a minute. Why do they look like that?
There's
What's a Sci-Fi Channel movie?
Zombievers.
Didn't know beavers were cannibalistic.
And you know, what are the odds you would run into like beavers in the first place? You know what I mean? I've never ran into a beaver.
I guess
I
it could
haven't either
happen
in the wild.
I mean, if you don't
In a while?
If you don't go canoeing anywhere, then you will,
Well, I guess I'm safe then, so can't relate.
Yeah, well, they like to hang out by bodies of water because they build dams and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Zombievers, that's funny.
We're learning about manatees, walruses, beavers.
Walruses.
So, you guys want to do a number? Finish it off with a numbered movie?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Come on, Fulci. You should be able to do this. So, who would it have Fulci was first last, so Johnny.
Yeah, I get to go last, and I'm already fucking clueless.
Let's see. 976 Evil, just off the top of my head. That's a pretty cool, stupid movie with a number in it.
Can I just
Didn't
say
Robert
the
Englund
sequel?
direct that? Yeah, Robert Englund directed that too. So
Okay, cool. Oh shit, I'm next. I'm drawing blanks like Fulci though.
And you wanted to fucking do this.
Well, I'll go with is 13 Ghosts written 13 or is
Wait
it
a
spelled
minute.
out?
You know that was mine. You know
Yeah.
that was mine. I said it earlier.
Then look back.
Okay,
Went back on his word.
there's
20
a Rob Zombie movie that you could
20
use.
24 days later. Fine.
2024,
28.
28.
28.
24
There you
was
go.
the prequel.
28.
24
All right, Al. You can have your fucking 13.
Thank you. So I'm gonna go. I think with what if I said a different
Oh.
one?
Well, what happened to 24 days
I thought you were-
earlier?
Please
thought
do,
you
so I have
would.
something to say.
13 Ghosts. I think I've seen the DVD content more than the movie, where they did the backstory on all the ghosts.
Yeah.
Growing up when I was a kid, I used to watch like the hell out of that. Like we had to buy it a couple times because I scratched that DVD so bad.
Did you see the titty ghost?
Titties. Listen, I love 13 Ghosts. I'm about to go watch it right now.
So after Elle, it's Mel.
Okay, first I have to say, Matt, how do you not have a number movie? You think about it.
I'm drawing fucking blanks.
Two
Are
Jaws.
you kidding me? Oh
Yeah.
my
Under
gosh.
pressure.
I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you when it's your
Fulci's
turn if you
hor-
don't think about this.
I'll like it. Go for it.
I know. Mine is gonna be. It's just a number, 1408. I love
Okay.
1408.
Nice.
So
That's the
Is there-
John Cusack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, the hotel movie.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
another Stephen King adaptation.
Stephen
Mhm.
King. Yes, yes. So Fulci, you close it out with what?
What film am I supposed to be smacked in the face with?
31.
Alaska vampires.
Oh, 30 Days a
Comic
Night.
adaptation. There you go. You talk about the
There
movie
you
all
go.
the time on the podcast.
Look, he's like, that's not for this though.
That's my separate life.
Don't tell people about that.
There we go, man. We did it. We did it in like less time than I thought we were going to.
I definitely thought it was
Yeah.
gonna take longer.
I thought it was
Yeah.
going to take more than 2 hours. That was awesome. Yeah. Good.
Good job.
job.
Joe.
Now
That's
do
a
a
fun
movie
job.
with Roman numerals. I'm just kidding.
No. All right, man. Hey, thanks for coming on, guys. Had a blast. It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Fulci may not like the movies I pick, but who cares? He doesn't come on the show. He doesn't come on the show often enough to have an opinion
Have
that
an
matters.
opinion.
But dude, my man said which is a Eastwick. I got to be on Fulci's side on this one, Joe. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Rob.
Hey,
Like,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, man, I love that movie. It had Susan Sarandon, Michelle Pfeiffer. Back then, they were
Jack
were
Nicholson.
yeah.
And he gets them all. Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Jack.
Right.
So you crossing over into Mel's territory with the old man there.
That's right.
I'm surprised she didn't do Willem Dafoe, Antichrist. And you know what's so funny? I'm wearing him.
It was
I'm
on
wearing
my list.
I'm wearing a Willem Dafoe shirt right now. I'm just disappointed. I thought what you would.
I enjoy him as an actor.
Yeah.
That's as far as that goes.
Uh-oh. My kids are like, they're like, oh, we know him now because I wear the shirt so much.
I
It's
like
like
him
this-
as an actor a lot.
This like airbrush shirt that has his face on it that says like Willem Dafoe. I found like this shop that does like random celebrities and I just thought it was funny.
I think Celine Dastou is the Pew Pew kid, the one
Oh,
who
okay.
designed the T-shirts. So
I
just
thought you were about to
Shout
start
out.
speaking a different language.
Yeah.
I could start speaking French.
Yeah.
I could start
Yeah.
speaking French if you want, but yeah. So just a shout out, a hi to her. Love the T-shirts. I can't wait for the new one to hit, and I'll definitely be buying that one when it hits. So yeah,
And that's a website.
yeah, pewpewkid.com.
PewPewKid.com.
You can go there and check it out. She's got a bunch of designs on the site, and I know Mel will enjoy a lot of the other designs because you post an artist on your timeline.
Robin. Yeah.
All the time, and it's got a similar style. Yeah, she's got
sure. Yeah.
Some of her stuff has a similar style to that, so
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Cool. So, man, any closing comments for any of you guys?
Yeah, Mel, Elle, what are you guys doing on Sunday?
Yeah. House of Nerd. Sunday with Mel. We're talking Scott Snyder, basically, which is
witches.
Witches with a Y.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Matt's gonna. What do you have to say, Matt?
Matt, you want to come on?
He'll be there.
I'll be there.
He'll be there.
The Book of Evil, and I think our coffee drop was Night of the Ghoul. Unfortunately, not my book that I picked, so I don't want to talk about it. But
what was your pick?
Earth Divers: Kill Christopher Columbus. That was
but you didn't like the part.
Stephen Graham Jones is awful.
Yes, I thought you were gonna say awesome.
No,
I was not a fan of the book I read, the Good Indian. I didn't like it.
I think
I read My Heart as a Chainsaw, and it was terrible.
Okay.
But I did get the press preview for that, so I might have to.
No.
Look.
Did you guys start your horror book club or what? Are you guys going to start that?
Fulci, Pen Pal. Amazing. Am I right? One of my favorite books of all time. Love it. Chef's Kiss. I'm so glad you read it because I don't. Nobody else who has read that book.
That book fucked me up. Like, it's not like overly like graphic by any means, but it is written so fucking good. And I was affected for that like the rest of the day after I finished it, and I haven't had a book do that in fucking forever. So
and Snyder wrote that.
Yeah, the Snyder version.
The Snyder cut.
And what's the one you guys just posted? It's so funny because I've had that book 3 times and I've never finished it.
Oh, House of Leaves?
Yes, House of Leaves. I'm on my 3rd copy and I still have not finished reading it.
Yeah, I just started reading that one last night, and I'm only on. I think I made it to chapter 4 or 5.
Well, chapters are loose because it's hard to say where you're at in that.
It's written fucking weird, but it's so intriguing that the way it's written isn't throwing me off. So.
Who does Bad Robot?
J.J. Abrams?
Abrams.
Yeah, he has a book similar to that, like style-wise, called S.
Yeah,
it's
I had that
written
book.
it's like written in the same kind of style as S.
I got you.
Like it's half journal, half like a book, and all kinds of like a multimedia reading experience. Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Have you read Arbach's other book, Elle? After Pen Pal?
No, because I didn't know he had other books.
I have it, but I haven't really heard anything about it.
What's it called?
I think it's called Bad Man.
Okay. I'll definitely read it. His style of writing is
it was amazing.
Intense, yeah.
What about that one you posted yesterday? The Devil's Burnouts Must Die.
Oh, Satan's Burnouts Must Die. Yeah.
The autobiography.
that one and Don't Go Wheelchair Camp are like the 2 books that you've posted that I'm really interested in.
Did you read the wheelchair one?
No, not yet.
Oh shit!
I promise I'll get to it though. I mean,
I gotta know.
The tagline is "There's a new spin on terror." Like, come on! I almost bought 2 copies.
Did you guys watch my best friend's exorcism?
I started, and then while I was cooking, and I paid half attention to it, and Pat left the room and went outside and did something, so I just turned it off.
You know what? I think it's a nice it's like if you want to watch a movie with the family, a horror movie. I feel like it's because I watched it with my kids and they loved it. And this is gonna sound bad, but my 6-year-old, can we watch that demon movie again? And but they really enjoyed it, and I think that's why I liked it so much. It's like it's an easy horror movie for them to watch, digestible without it being too much.
I finally got around to watching Black Phone.
Oh, I loved Black Phone.
So good.
I was crying. I'm a crybaby though. I felt like the emotions in it and how they showed the victims, in that light. I thought it was such a cool way to do a horror movie versus just kill him and oh well.
Right.
So good.
Like the treatment of the kid was really realistic. Instead of being like, I'm gonna solve this and save the day, like he just breaks down and balls right away. Like that's how a real kid would react in these situations. Not be like, all right, I'm gonna find this and do this. Like he breaks down and until he realizes like, fuck, if I don't do something, I'm gonna die. Then he snaps out of it. But his initial reaction is he just cries and you know, not like these like I'm gonna save the world type movies where the kids become heroes instantly and overcome.
So it's not realistic. I got you.
And see, Mel is gonna help me convince Sergio to be Ethan Hawke for Halloween with no context because I'm sure he hasn't seen it. So let's get him to rent a black van.
I would like to see Sergio dressed up like Ethan Hawke. Like I would make money to see that.
I dropped my groceries.
The story.
Imagine him dressed up like playing like the naughty boy game with like those like high like denim jeans and the whip.
I think that's his regular outfit though. So
you think he rocks jorts?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He got his shirt open with some balloons.
What's up?
But really, the question is, what would be the groceries that fall out of his bag? That would be the.
But I didn't
probably
think
red wine. And
that's what I was gonna say. Nice Chardonnay, a rosé that saved the day, something like that.
Rosé to save the day.
A little kid like, hey, you dropped your wine.
But the story, I didn't think the story was that original or good, but the performances really carried that movie, I thought.
Absolutely.
Like, the mask was absolutely a gimmick. Like, him wearing that mask was so gimmicky. Like, I don't know if it was supposed to reflect, like, maybe he had multiple personalities or what, but, you know, I think it was cool. Like,
no, it was a Bloomhouse. Let me make this mask for Halloween. Yeah, it was a money
it's
grab.
cool to have a mask killer, right? Type thing. That's the only reason why there's a mask in it at all.
It would have been scarier just him.
When you first meet him, he's got like really pale skin, and that was much more creepy. Like,
so it's Bloomhouse. So I guess like the very last scene is like the face pops up right in front of the camera, right?
And you know what they did for Horror Nights this year? They did a Black Phone / Freaky maze, which I thought was weird in tone because Black Phone tonally is so much different than Freaky. I was like, why would they do that? Whatever, money grab again. So, but I did like Black Phone, enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. All right. So, if anyone's still watching, we're actually going to be adding a new segment to our show. Once a month, we're going to do like just a music episode where we just talk about bands we've been listening to, maybe we've discovered, old, new, maybe concerts we've been to, and we're just going to talk about music for one episode a month. Once every month, we're going to have an episode, kind of a music roundup or a month in review of the music that we've been listening to, enjoying, documentaries, movies, live shows, vinyls, any cool vinyls we've picked up, anything like that. Anything goes. As long as it's music themed, we're going to be doing one episode a month after the Halloween season. We're going to keep going with just Halloween themed stuff for the rest of October. Maybe I think we might have an interview or two lined up.
Yeah, I think EPHK said he's going to hop on sometime in October. But yeah, aside from that, we're going to be doing horror.
It's going to be pretty much straight up horror for the season.
I'll be on the Matchbox 20 episode.
You better. Yeah. It's 3 a.m. We'll be lonely without you.
Be lonely.
God damn it.
Hey, I want to push you around. I will. I will.
You will. Look, no lie, that's my most listened to place.
Well, hey, Mel, are you up to your 5th beer yet?
I did open another one. I'm at 3.
Wow.
You stopped at 3? Okay, so we can't ask that question then.
Hurry up and chug.
Sure. All right, so I want to say thanks to anyone who tuned in, listened to the show, or anyone who catches it on the replay. We appreciate anyone who listens. Hit the like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys again next week. So, any of you guys want to say something, parting words as we sign off?
Bye.
Yeah, George C. Scott's hot.
George C. Scott. James
True.
Caan, not so much.
Hell no.
Have a good night, everyone.